you didn't read the RP. He basically...
I read yours. I read part of Amanda's.
Yeah, so it's a little bit what he already spoke to Fee, a little bit more in depth because he's not in the ocean crying. But he basically went over what happened to him and why he was in Watertown for those 5 years, why he didn't take showers. It wasn't because he was necessarily homeless. He had a mark that just never really came up on his like forearm, and you could still see like the outline of his sister's like hand, basically, which is really sad. And he washed it off in the ocean when he did, so it's no longer there. But basically, Vel's the only person that he was friends with before this, so he wanted to make sure to let her know because he felt like she deserved to know at this point, and basically he's kind of ties into him becoming level 3. He's focused now that he wants to become a bard and he wants to go to, because technically you're not a bard until you go to school and become like a bard, and he's focused to do that now, and he's considers you all his friends, so yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and he was wearing a big fucking fluffy robe from the church because all of his clothes are wet and were drying during that whole thing.
You should steal the clothes that you made Adrian. He's not wearing them.
He's so bitch. He's just gonna get made fun of more because my performance was so bad.
Not too late to hop on a boat to Waterdeep and go to school.
Are we? Because I want to RP my 3rd level, but
you guys haven't slept yet. Right now, you guys have just gotten back. Vel and Monty had a little walk. So if you wanted to, or were you doing it in the morning?
I was doing it during the night.
Okay. You doing anything before bed, or is Zafrina passing the fuck out?
I'm passing the fuck out.
Monty and Vel, you going to bed?
Monty will go check on his clothes and see how dry they are by whatever fire source is in that church. I would imagine there would be a fire source somewhere.
Yeah, there's a few like braziers set up throughout the church, so I'm assuming that you laid it maybe on like some pews very close to it. Yeah. Not a crazy amount of time has passed yet, so they're still damp right now.
Feel vulnerable.
Question, what's Tana doing?
I imagine Tana's probably set up her bedroll like in a corner and just passed out and snoring.
Yeah, Montague made like this like big. He like took like some of the pews and pushed them out and like made like a little section in the church for all of us to sleep in.
A sectional.
You guys checking that?
All right. And Vel's gonna go head over to Tana and tuck in for the night.
Wanna tips the cowboy hat.
All right, you're up, Fi. What are you doing?
Fi has her bedroll out and she is sitting on it, Indian style, munching on some local greens from the.
Wow. Man, this white bitch going crazy.
Munching on some local greens from the cart down the road from a sweet lady who made everything from her garden. Taking in a good meal before bed.
Is there corn on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Asking the important questions.
All right, yeah. If everyone's going to bed, everyone can start sleeping, and you can all do a long rest as you have a peaceful sleep.
Is anyone else doing anything in the long rest, or just me? Okay, so Fi curls into bed and goes to sleep. About midway through the night, almost like a little spark just falls next to her, and the spark kind of lights up and goes, and a big like whoosh of fire appears and dissipates, and left on the ground is a book And on the book is a note. So as Fi is sleeping, she just sees this little light appear. She opens her eyes to see the flame and it dissipate, and there's a small book. She picks up the note and she reads it, and she kisses the note and she looks up into the sky and tucks the note into her pocket.
Okay.
And goes back to sleep.
Interesting. I wonder who that was from.
I don't know. Did you wake up or no?
Why would I wake up? No, I'm fucking passed out. I don't give a fuck.
Would it be loud enough to wake anyone up?
Like a sizzle. Like a quick sizzle, I would say.
Would it wake us up because it's
More
hot?
or less, if you're sleeping by me, you'd probably feel the heat by your face.
If anyone considers their character a light sleeper, I'll let you be stirred awake
Yeah.
if you
I
roll
would
like
say
a
if you're a
roll
light sleeper,
perception.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
you
I'll
would definitely
roll
hear
for it. Perception.
Yeah,
Ooh.
So,
yeah. I'd say you'd feel like you're probably sleeping in the braziers over on this side, and you feel like from your right side, where it's been like the colder side of you, you feel like a little gush of, and Vilvira, you feel this too, a little gush of like heat almost smack across your face, and you just hear like the almost embers burning after a fire's died down, as you just like are stirred like awake, but not like fully awake, like you're in a
yeah.
half sleep.
I would say
And-
like if I was like laying down, right, and like open my eyes and never like actually get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how much
And
would
you'd
I
probably
see?
and you'd probably just see as you do that, probably catch Fi sliding something into her pocket. Is that where you said you put it, Hannah?
yeah, I read the note and I like read it and I took a second while I read it. And then I had to like put it against my face. And I really I kissed it. And then I like put it against my chest and I looked up and I tucked the note and the book into my pocket. Well, I wouldn't say into my pocket, but kind of like to my side because I'm gonna take care of it in the morning.
Yeah, so you'd catch her like right as she was finishing reading the note, and then her mannerisms after that.
But not really ever seeing like what the object is. It's just like
Right.
like warmth, see her like
would say it's
interact
too
with
dark to
something.
see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like you like to, okay.
Sorry, I'm making all this up as I go. So
No, it's fine. I was just seeing what my character would see. It makes sense.
Mhm.
I can long rest too, Hannah. But after that, you guys have as well as you can sleep on pews and bedrolls, you sleep well, and you awake in the morning, probably around 7 a.m.
Montague will run to his clothes to see if they are dry.
They are now dry.
Oh, thank God. Priestess, you can take this back. It's not really me. But thank you so much. And he'll like,
Anytime, dear.
hand it to her and start like putting on his pants and his vest and just quickly trying to throw it all back on.
Fi's gonna get up and collect her things from the floor, like her pouches and stuff that she unwrapped from her, and wrap everything up. And she's gonna stand there and she's gonna look at the book that she received, and kind of just like quickly skim through the pages to see what the contents were, and then close up the book and wrap it up and start putting it on her with everything else that she has.
So, two things. So Montague's gonna, after he gets his clothes, he's gonna walk out. Does he notice like the book? Her like just you're like not you're like out in the open.
Not hiding
right?
it. Yeah.
He's gonna look over to you and go, "Oh, I didn't know you were a reader." And then he's gonna continue walking outside, and you'll be like, "I'm gonna just go see. I'm craving my mother's pie, and I don't know if they have pies here, but I'm gonna go check. So I'll be
I
right
don't know,
back."
but if you don't see it, try the greens. They were really good.
That looks disgusting. I'm gonna be honest with you. I will not do that. And he's gonna storm outside.
Gross.
Other people can RP now because I'll ask you after if I can find pie. But
I'm on a mission. Zafrina waking up to?
So, she's kind of
3 times
tossing
3.
and turning, kind of like in a half sleep, half awake state because she hears people getting up and moving. She opens her eyes and she's just staring at the stained glass windows, at the sunlight coming in. She just pulls the covers over her head, takes a deep sigh, and is like, all right, I have to get up. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go up to see Adrian.
Sweet man.
Adrian.
This sweet, goofy old man.
As you get up to the top, you see Adrian still in the corner sleeping right now. He's kind of like curled in a ball underneath his blanket, almost in like a fetal position,
Is he fucking dead?
and he's shaking a little bit.
No, he's not dead. Okay.
Is he fucking dead?
And he is lifeless on the floor.
Zafrina's gonna go downstairs and grab her blanket and bring it up and put it over Adrian.
As you do, he just goes like,
Sweet man.
it's funny, I contemplated having him fall down the stairs at one point. I was like, no, that's mean. He's a sweet boy.
God.
Evil.
Jesus.
What's Velvira doing? I assume Tana's probably starting to stir awake right now, looking for the nearest loaf of bread.
Yeah, we'll just be Will. Ton and I are gonna get up and like tidy up our things and try to find some breakfast, I would assume.
Yeah, in the main temple where you're at right now, there's not any food in there, but you do know that there's like food stalls outside and stuff. Montague, as you walk outside, you are greeted to a beautiful, warm day. There's no wind, no precipitation or anything like that. Just clear day, no clouds in
And
the sky.
dry, baby.
Nice and stretched. I am clean for the first time in 5 years. I'm feeling great.
Yeah, so as you walk outside, you see basically what you've seen before in this place. There's a lot of caravans just strewn about, people sleeping outside, tents. There's a few food stands propped up, kind of down along this way, along the front of these shops. If you wanted to head in that direction to look at them.
Yeah, he's like quick walking that way, trying to smell any form of pie. He's just like craving pie.
Yeah, as you walk down the street, you're smelling mostly bread as you go down. There's a lot of stands selling bread. There's some stands selling wine, some with ale and stuff like that, but it's a lot of like unprocessed goods because they don't really have the means to make a pie. Some soups too, some soups and stews.
He'll walk around and go to one of the person that has the most bread items for sale.
Yeah, so you approach a stall over here nearby the well, where a guy has a pretty good collection of bread.
Sir, sorry, I've had the first good dream about my family in years, and I'm looking for any kind of pastry or pie. Please tell me that you have some sort of dessert. Maybe you are keeping it for yourself, but I will buy it off of you. I will overpay for it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, I only have these couple kinds of bread here. I got the sourdough bread. I
You
got
don't have pie bread?
this. No, I mean, there's probably some flour over there, and you could get some water at the well. Maybe find some butter somewhere, and you can make your own pie crust.
It's a better idea than I was thinking. Where can I get the flour?
Probably a few stalls down, you could probably find some flour. I think they may only sell in bulk. Also don't know where you're going to find an oven. You might have to go talk to the dwarves at the forge or something.
Forge pie. And he's gonna walk. Thank you so much. And he's gonna flip him a silver.
Thank you, sir.
And he'll walk over to the. At any point, someone can interrupt me, but he's going to and do your own. But he's gonna walk over to the flower place.
Is anyone else doing anything while this happens? I know. Was Valentana heading outside?
Yes. I guess we'll go. Is it like all up and down the street, just vendors and little like market set up?
Yeah, it's like a lot of caravans who have like stopped on their journey and they've just kind of propped up quick things to make a quick buck while they're resting and repairing and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just pop through and try to find something quick and easy to eat.
Yeah, as you head down, you pass that same bread stall, and you also pass a place that's making like a stew. And you can see like in the back they have like a pig leg roasting on a fire.
I feel a pull on my arm as Tana is dragging me towards where the pig leg is, and she's pointing up at it and wants it. You this early in the morning? Really? Okay, well, sir? Hi. And two little halflings walk up to that stall where they're selling the pig leg.
What can I do for you, dearies?
Hi. How much for that, piece of pork over there?
Oh, well, I mean, we were gonna put it in the stew. Do you want the whole thing?
You want the whole... She wants the whole thing. We want the whole thing, yes.
Well, in that case, that would probably run you about a gold piece because we were planning on making quite a bit of stew with that.
She's just kind of gonna give Tana a side eye. Your eating habits are gonna drive us out of house and home, and she's just gonna take out the money and hand it over.
Yeah, I mean, have at it. You can take it right from this bit. It's nearly done.
As soon as she says that, Tana's like jumping over and reaching in and grabbing it and taking a bite out.
Yeah, so Tana's got this whole ass pig leg, and she's just gnawing on it.
It's probably the size of her.
She's holding it like a giant bouquet. Just okay. Well, you can have that. I guess. Yeah, I don't want any of that. She's just gonna head down the street, down towards more stalls.
Yeah. So as you head down towards more stalls and stuff, right now you see Monty just walking up to a stall right now. Monty, as you walk up to a stall, you see a big burly man and just a bunch of sacks of flour.
Sir, is it possible for me to get just a bit of that flour from you?
Smallest increment I sell is pounds.
But what if I gave you I have a pouch. What if you poured some into this pouch and I bought that amount? I'll give you like a gold.
That won't be. If you want to give me a gold, but I'll charge you a pound for that little bit. It would be 4 copper.
A gold it is. Here you go.
He takes the gold piece and just kind of looks at it and like gives you like a puzzled look, tucks it away, and then just picks up a big bag of flour and is ready to pour it in whatever he pulled out.
Yeah, it's just my pouch thing.
So he's just gonna pour the pouch until it's basically full.
It's like kind of like landing on some stuff I have in there. I think I have like needles and sling bullets or something like that. But some of my components are in there. I'm just like, thank you. You would happen to have butter or know where I can get butter?
Butter. I think Anya sells it over there, and he points over to another stall.
And you wouldn't have anything round to put to make. I'm trying to make a pie.
He starts looking around. He reaches down and pulls out like a little, almost like a pie tin, a little deeper though.
Yeah,
this might work.
Oh, how much?
There you go. That? Free of charge. You already gave me a gold.
Here's a silver, and he's gonna toss him a silver.
He's gonna grab the silver. Thank you.
Have a good day. And
you too, Pie Man.
Move to the next place.
Valvera's gonna watch Monty just full on swindle himself. And come up behind him. Hey, friend. How are you this morning? You seem like you're doing a little bit of shopping here and there. Anything in particular you're looking for?
I'm trying to make a pie because they don't have pies here, and then I still have to talk to the dwarves about using their forge to make it. So, I had a good dream. I haven't had one of those, and it involved my mother's pie, so good omen. So I'm thinking I'm probably not gonna be able to make her pie, but if I can get close, it's worth a shot.
Was she really good at making? What kind of pie are you trying to make?
Cherry pie.
A
I
cherry
don't think
pie?
they have cherries here. It's snowy.
Well, maybe it could be like a wild berry pie?
If you can find wild berries, I'll give you a gold piece to go find it.
I can try.
He'll toss a
beers.
gold piece to you.
Do you mind watching Tana while she enjoys her breakfast? I'll go
Come on.
scavenge up some berries or some
Slurping on the bone.
I'll take Tana. She looks
Some
pretty
good meat on that
preoccupied, to
bone.
be honest with you. She looks like we could just probably
Just
even
leave
just
her.
leave her somewhere, but I'll take her. That's probably not safe for anyone. he'll like grab her and like, well, okay, Tana, you gotta speed up because we're trying to get this done quick now.
My favorite thing is that Tana was supposed to be a bodyguard, and Tana is literally like everyone's little.
It's like our little kid.
I'll take her.
That was Boyega and the
Tana.
kids last night.
Tana and Monty walking down the street.
Fi, what are you doing right now? Fi and Zafrina, what are you two doing right now while they're scrambling about?
Is Adrian still asleep?
Yeah, Adrian's still asleep.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go get some food. So I'm gonna walk down out of the church. I'm gonna go to a bread and wine stand.
Wow.
Fi, as you're, I don't know, are you sitting right now?
So Fi waits around for Zafrina to wake up. Sees Zafrina wake up later than everybody else, the usual, and continues to kind of just put her stuff together, reads the note again one more time as she sees Zafrina go upstairs, and in her mind, she was like, okay, checking on Adrian, got it. I was like, all right, well, this is all her thoughts. And when she comes back down, we'll gather our things and go get some food together. So as Fi is just reading the note, she sees Zafrina in the distance come down the stairs, and as she stands up to get ready to have a conversation, sees Zafrina walk right by her and just leave the church, and she just goes, okay, guess you're on your own today. So she gets up and tucks the note away, make sure everything's clean and tidy in the area that they were, and heads outside to look for some food. I, however, am going to go see my great breadman.
Breadman?
Yep.
Zafrina, what were you looking for again?
Bread and wine.
So
Both here.
as you're walking, you see the stand that you saw Fi get bread from earlier. He doesn't have any wine there, but if you look further down, a few more stalls down, you do see one that has wine and some kegs of ale.
Ooh. I'm gonna go both those places and hit both of them up.
All right, you walking up to the bread stand?
Yeah. Walking up there.
What can I do for you?
I'd like a whole loaf of bread.
Whole loaf of bread, you got it. That'll be 1 gold piece.
I'm gonna open my little pouch that I have on the side.
5 silver pieces. Sorry, brain went dumb for a second.
Well, here's a gold piece because I don't know how to do the math.
Thank you kindly. Take 2.
Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna take both of them and just hold them in my hand like a small child. And walk over to the wine stand.
Sweet berry
How can
wine.
I help you? Because, it's basically what I...
Wine. Like, the keg is too big, right? We're not talking
Sweet berry wine.
We got big bottles. You got bottles.
We got bottles, individual glasses.
I'll take 2 bottles.
2 bottles, and she's gonna reach and grab 2 and hand them over to you. That's 4 silver pieces.
Gotta open my pouch. Here's a gold. I don't know how to do the math, and I don't want to do it.
She's gonna grab the gold piece. Why?
10 silver pieces is 1 gold piece.
Well, I'm feeling generous today.
Can I get you anything else?
Nope, that'll be all. I'm just gonna take the wine bottles in the other hand, so I'm just carrying Like I have small children in my arms.
You already have them on your chest, so you've got 4.
And, and I'm gonna go. Why do they keep doing? You hear me now? My headphones.
You're muted though. It's muted. I think it was red.
What about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, headphones are being stupid. I'm gonna go and find the rest of the group.
All right. Fi, you're going up to that bread guy. How can I help you this morning?
A loaf of sourdough, please.
Sourdough. Excellent. That'll be 5 silver pieces.
I hand him the 5 silver pieces.
Why, thank you.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your bread.
Oh, bye.
And then I disgustingly eat that piece of bread by peeling, kind of like I do a chicken nugget. I peel the outside crust, and then I save that warm, fluffy inside from the middle. So as I'm walking around, I'm peeling bits of the outside, the crunchy outside, and eating it. And then I'm just left with the fluffy cloud and gonna chew on that.
You're eating and you walk by a man and he's just watching you eat it.
Look back at him. Do you want some?
No, thank you.
Like, just keep eating it.
All right, what's Montague up to now?
He's at the Butter Girl. Started with an A.
Oh, yeah, it was,
or something like that.
Anya.
Anya. Hello, Anya. How's it going?
Butter
It's going
girl.
good.
Busy day for you?
Not so far. Very early in the morning. I just got up like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, well, I've been up for a little bit. I've been trying to make a pie. Do you? I heard you have the butter.
Yes, we have butter here.
Can I? How? I'm trying to make one pie. I've never made a pie, so how much butter do you think I need? Is there a specific amount you only sell?
I have individual like bars, and she pulls out like a bar of butter. I'm not much of a baker, but I presume this is enough to make a pie. It's only a copper piece.
A copper piece. Oh, well, take a gold, and I'll flip it up better.
Okay, Oprah.
Thank you. I mean, here, take a second stick just in case one isn't enough.
Well, that's very nice of you. Hopefully it turns out great. I think I feel good about it.
Well, I wish you luck on your pie journey.
You said you never made pies, right?
No, I've never been much of a baker. I'm a farmer.
I already forgot what the bread guy said. I think I just need salt left and sugar. Do you have sugar at all?
Let me check. We have some salt here, and she pulls out like a big pouch of salt, like probably like that big. If you want this, it's 5 copper pieces, and she lays it down on the counter, and she's like looking back for sugar. I don't think we have any sugar, unfortunately, but maybe the sweetness of the butter. And are you putting fruit in it? That might be enough sweetness.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably take the dried apples from my rations and mix them with berries if my friend can find them. You think that would sound? I mean, it's kind of girthy for a pie, but it's kind of cold up here.
Girthy pie. Make sure you put that in your notes.
He's gonna toss her one more silver.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go meet up with my friend and then try to make this in the forge. Thank you. And he runs off and he goes, "Oh, wait. Sorry, I almost left my friend." And he just grabs Tom.
Anna just sitting there like the kid with the lollipop. Do the roar.
Just getting to the bone and still chewing.
The lollipop is just a hunk of meat.
A big pig leg. Get the roar. With the cowboy and
Just
everything.
as Montague's like walking in the direction of Elvira, he's like looking at Tana and going, "You're starting to bite the bone. There's more meat up here." And he like kind of moves her arm down, and she kind of like stares at him.
Tana either has like prime good meat or bugs. There's no in between. It enjoys it all the same.
I feel like she's aggressively eating it too. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it's
Oh, it's a mess.
it's just
It's a
food
mess.
everywhere.
It's
and,
like a
meat
rip.
frying.
Yeah, she eats in real life.
Yeah, rips through the tendon.
So where's Velvira right now? She's looking for fruit.
If I didn't like really see anything in the stands, I'd like poke around in the forest to find something.
Yeah, as you're going by the stands, you do see one stand that has some fruit. It has like a few baskets, and you see apples, pears, and some kind of cherry.
Ooh.
Ooh, what a generous DM! Wow.
Elvira's gonna strut right on over. Hello! This all looks so delicious.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I have a friend. He's trying to make a pie. He said his mother was really good at making cherry pie. Are these the right cherries for making like cherry pie?
I've never made cherry pie before. What type of cherry is normally the correct one? We have tart cherries here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what kind of cherries go in a pie.
He runs up soon after. He's like huffing and puffing. I think did you find the fruit?
They have cherries and apples and pears here.
They have apples? Oh, I was gonna use dried apples. That sounds a lot better than the dried apples. I was gonna make it work.
Yeah.
What kind of cherries are they?
Tart cherries? Are those the right kind for a
I
pie?
thought all cherries were like that.
No, you get some sweet cherries in some more wet climates.
Does a tart go with an apple?
Maybe. Yes, fine.
While they're just berating this poor person about cherries, Fi has been just like, doing her thing with the loaf of bread and wandering around. Can I say that like I walk by and just see them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that we're pretty much in like vision
Just
this
like
whole time because I don't feel like it's that big and just
Yeah, it's not a crazy big place.
I did like a loop. I did like a loop around like that big cross building in the middle, and I was looping back around to where the shops are halfway through my bread. And I just see like Vel looking up like this and like Monty being like this.
Okay, can I like walk over to Vel and Monty and Fauna and like walk and like go behind them and like peek my head in between their shoulders, be like, "What you doing?"
We're trying to get stuff so Monty can make a pie. Do you want pie for breakfast?
What kind of pie is it?
It's gonna be apple cherry.
Ooh,
I
do
am-
like apples.
I just want to say I am making it in a foundry where they I think that's where they make weapons. So it might be a little. I don't know. I don't know if people do that usually, but I mean, I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, and I got this stuff to go with it. I'm like shoving up the bread and the wine so everyone can see it.
Oh wow! Well, feast it is.
Now we're gonna be feasting this morning.
Tana's feasting right now. I think it's worth getting the tart cherries and the apples. How much is that gonna cost?
How many you need?
A pie amount. And he
We'll
like
take
holds it.
one to
He'll
each, I
hold up the
guess.
pan that he'll pull his pan out, and when he pulls the pan out, he put it in the pack with the flour. So some flour pops out and gets on his shirt. He like wipes it. I'm sorry. I just learned how to get clean, and I'm ruining it. This big, and there's like flour inside of it a little bit.
I'm gonna go with a pound each, like this little one said, and he's gonna start filling it up. For a pound of apples, a pound of cherries, that's gonna run you 4 silver.
Or silver. Okay, 1 gold, and he'll flick a gold to him.
He just catches it and then walks over with 2 bags full of cherries and not bananas, apples. There you go.
Thank you so much, everyone. Are we ready to make this pie?
Are you walking over right now as that's happening, or
Well,
did you?
yeah.
Yes, so because Zafrina cut me off. Fuck. So yeah, now I'm walking over, and I just see everyone holding all of this stuff. Hey guys, what's going on here?
Gonna make a pie.
Monty's gonna make a pie.
Oh, pie.
Yeah.
Did you find a kitchen?
No. We're gonna use the foundry. I don't know. The bread guy said something about it.
Do they have pans?
No, I got a pan, and he like pulls out the pan again, and it has like it's just full of flour and just mess. Some
Monty,
fruit in there.
do you need help carrying any of that stuff? I can hold the fruit if you want.
I mean, it's gonna be a mess after the pie's made because it's like all over my components. I see my copper wire in there. It's deep in the flour. So, I mean, I use those.
Why do we need to go to a foundry?
Well, because they had to cook it.
Monty,
Fire?
Monty,
Why? Something's over my
and
head.
I'm just gonna start pointing at Fi.
And I just like slowly pull up my hands, and my hands just go.
I mean, if you want to be used as if you want to be an oven, I that might be a little degrading, don't you think?
I mean, this will probably be better than asking the whole town. I mean, if you want to, I guess it's an experience.
I mean, if you don't mind, but how are you just gonna hold it? Do I hold it? And he like puts his hands over your. He's not dumb.
He's not dumb. Why do I do this?
I do think that's a lot better idea than getting soot and metal pieces all up in your pie.
And I just go like this, and my fingers are just back to normal.
It would be pretty bad to eat metal. I don't think that would be good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think you just put these apples in there. So I'm gonna start cutting them up, and then I need.
Is there like a log or something we can use to cut things?
Yeah, we should probably find
maybe
a log.
a tree stump.
Hey, I think you have to mix the dough.
I've had pies made for me, but I've never made a pie, so.
Me either. It's an experience for sure. It's not what I expected, but I kind of went along with it, kind of like a tune, and I can't stop until it's done.
Well, we should definitely make this pie to appease Monty's dream gods. And then maybe we should go find the missing little girl.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. I mean,
just a thought.
Yeah, I definitely. A pie's quick.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're hungry. Absolutely.
When we find her, and we can give her a slice of pie, you know?
I
It's
mean,
like,
if
oh my god, I'm rescued, but oh my god, I have pie.
It's true. Unless it sucks, then probably shouldn't give her pie.
So we should make this the best pie.
That's a lot of pressure.
That we could
putting
possibly
a lot of pressure on the pie that we're making in the snow dwarf fortress.
Just make sure the crust isn't thick.
That's a lot of pressure. I didn't even know that could happen. I thought there was one size. He's gonna look for like a log or something to. Like, he's gonna look like this way? I don't know what that technically is.
Yeah, over there you see some, like, rubble and stuff, and there are, like, a few people, like, camping out over there, but there's a lot of, like, stones and stuff like that. Like, kind of a ruin. It's a ruin.
Okay.
Is there,
easiest way to say,
by hap chance, a nice flat rock with maybe, like, a smooth surface, maybe?
Something like that?
probably... It's mainly like bricks, almost like it was a brick house. So you could probably gather up some bricks.
Brick.
So
I can't sing it. We're gonna get canceled on Twitch. Copyright.
We would have already. So he'll like walk over there with them, and then he's gonna start cutting apples with. Once he like finds like a log or like a brick that's enough to cut things on. He's gonna pull out his dagger out of his flute, and start cutting. And he's gonna look at Vel and be like, "Actually, here, you take this." And then he's gonna take his rapier and cut, and it's gonna be real. And he's gonna like cut like this with his rapier. Gave her the dagger that would be easier to cut with. And then he's gonna give flour. He's gonna give the flour, sugar, salt to Fee and Zafrina, And I think you guys need a good team building exercise. You've been kind of at each other's throats lately. Here's my water skin. I think water's included in that. Can you make the beginnings of that crust?
Sorry, all I can see is a boob smashing a brick right now. We can do that. But this might help you better. And I hand you a dagger.
Oh, thank you. Trav, how bad was I cutting those apples with my rapier?
There were some rough cuts. They weren't the greatest, but overall, cutting an apple isn't extremely difficult. So
yeah, so I'll start dicing horizontally on those terrible cuts I was using.
No, it's just like a chef cut.
I don't know necessarily what to do with the cherries, so I cut off their stems and cut them in half.
Works.
I just go to turn to Zafrina. Well, how do we put this together?
And I'm just gonna be, chugging the wine and just like ripping off some of the bread. But I don't know.
Helpful.
I think you just put it together.
I don't have a bowl.
Where's the pan? The monkey had a pan. I thought.
Do I hear them having an issue?
Yeah.
Are they like right there?
I don't think they walked away. So
No,
Yeah,
I'm standing
we're
right
all
there.
next to each other.
Yeah.
And
I'm just looking at all the ingredients in my hand.
Velvira's gonna reach down into her pack and pull out her mess kit and just like pop it apart and then hand it over to her.
Thank you. So I sit down on the floor and you handed me sugar, flour, and butter, right?
Salt, too.
And salt. Okay.
Oh god.
So I sit down on the floor. And I just take the stick of butter and I just put it in the mess thing and I just start punching it.
yeah, as you're punching it, the heat from your hands is softening up the butter, so it's going from that hard texture to like a softer consistency where it's more pliable.
Dang, look at me go. Ow, crip. Oh my god, this pie is gonna take me out. Alright. I'm smashing the butter. That fucking hurt. And I just start just sticking my hand in the flour and just dumping it onto the butter and then continuing to just smash it with my fist.
Yeah, as you're smashing it, the butter into the flour, you notice that the flour starts to get little flaky bits as it clings onto the butter.
I think I'm getting something here.
I'm just gonna look at her while she continues to chug her wine and eat her entire loaf of bread. Be like, yeah, I think that looks good. I think that's how you're supposed to do it.
And I just take my hand and I just grab a handful of salt.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, I think that's right. I just dump it in there.
Or what are we talking here? When you say handful?
However much there was, I just went, boop.
Okay.
Looked at it, some kind of fell out, and I just went and dumped it in. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the sugar.
Yeah, it evens out.
And then I'm just going to continue to smash it.
Yeah, you're just smashing it all together. You still got those flaky bits in there and stuff, but everything's really dry right now.
Montague, when he's cutting his fruit, he thinks he's doing really good. He has his tongue out. And then he looks over at Vel, and she's done double the amount that he's done, because he's constantly trying to make sure he's not going to cut his fingers.
I'm gonna look at the little bowl that Fi's working on and be like, looks a little dry. I think you need some liquid in that. I'm just gonna pour wine.
I'm glad that you did that because I was just about to do that with my water skin.
How much wine you pouring in?
A decent amount, like a good, 2 shots, but glug 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 glug. So
Poor Monty.
4 shots.
Sorry.
All right, yeah. So you pour the wine
It's gonna
in.
be delicious.
You pour the wine into the dough, and as Fi's like kneading it together, it starts to.
No, I'm not kneading it yet. I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. You're looking at it. Yeah. You just see the wine like pool around everything.
And I'm kind of like mixing it like this, and I look up at Sabrina. Good call. That's what I was gonna do. I've seen.
really put together.
Yeah, I've seen many pies. That must be where the flavor comes from, the wine. I'm just gonna make.
I peek over. Last time I checked, I don't think wine goes in there.
Why not? Why not?
I don't know. My mom did like to drink sometimes, but I don't think she ever put it in the wine. I mean, put it in the pie.
Did you ever see her make the pie?
No.
Maybe she put the wine in there, and now I'm gonna start like mixing it.
Alright,
yeah,
as you color shaky.
Yeah, as you're mixing it around, you see the wine start to incorporate in the dough and stuff, and it's starting to get like a reddish color to it as you're just mixing it around, and it's starting to stick to your hands.
Well.
Oh, here. I remember this part. Put your hand in the flour that prevents the sticking. And he literally has his pouch full of components that still has some flour.
Dunk my whole hand in there, and I'm like,
watch out! There's copper rods and stuff in there. You're gonna go hurt yourself.
Oh, a copper rod. And I put it back.
I need that. Thank you.
I continue to make this. I will say I don't remember the dough ever being red, but trial
I
and
think
error.
that was a mistake, but maybe this is a better way to make pie.
I don't think it was a mistake.
So is Fi doing all this kneading herself?
Do you think Sabrina's doing any kneading?
All right, Fi, give me a survival check at disadvantage.
Oh boy. I gotta click my thing. You said survival?
Yeah. I don't know what cooking really would be. I guess survival for food. All right, yeah. So you like knead together a dough, and it's like a little sticky. But you look at it. I mean, you don't really know much about dough, so it looks like a dough, and you could spread it across a pie pan.
Spread it. It's still a little sticky. Can I have some more flour?
Yeah. It looks like it needs it. It does not. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's looking really dire right now.
I just like Play-Doh when I lift my hand up. I give it a few shakes.
Here, can I?
With just again mouthful with wine and bread. Like, have you ever made a pie before?
No, but I have a feeling
exactly. Case closed.
that you might not have either. Can I just?
What's that supposed to mean?
Sabrina, not now. Eat your bread.
I am eating it. Take another giant bite out of it and turn around.
Let me see real quick. You're doing great. Just
the crust.
Yeah, if that's
or
what
my hand.
No, not your hand. Your hand's fine. And he's gonna take the pie real quick, and he's going to.
I hand it to you like this, as there's just stuff all over my fingers.
He's gonna add some more flour and more butter. And try to like pack it down into the tin and hope that makes it a little bit more not wet.
Yeah, so as you put more flour in it, it kind of dries up a little bit. You put the butter in, but it's not very pliable right now. The butter's still pretty cold. So it's kind of hard to work with it right now.
He's gonna hold it and breathe into it. To try to warm it and get it a little bit more flexible, and then what he'll do is he'll take the dagger after it's like a little bit more flexible and cut it into pieces and put the pieces spread out around it.
Wow.
Yeah, so as you do that, it kind of loosens up a little bit, and once it gets into those smaller pieces, it's more pliable, and you're able to, with the flour and stuff, kind of mix it back into the dough, and it's less wet of a dough, and it's like less sticky.
Okay, and then he's gonna look at Vel. I think this is as good as we're probably going to get for the crust, I can't give it back to them. They're going to put more wine in. So I'm guessing that we just put the fruit that we cut, and then I'm going to quickly just make little lines for the top, and then we just give it a fee and see how long it takes for her to cook it with her hands.
Sounds about right to me. Did you remember to put sugar in the fruit?
No, but I have extra sugar, so we could just pour it on top? Or is that what you
just mix it in. Just toss it around.
All right, and then we'll just start sliding it, and I'll pour the sugar on top and go like this, and I'll quickly make like the dough. I won't use wine. I'll use all my ingredients and just like a little drop of water to get it like to flex the way I want it, and I'll make those little things that go over the top, and I'll say, okay, the top is white and the rest of it's red, but are you ready to cook this, Fee? Or are you still good with that?
Yeah.
All right. You can control that, right?
Uh-huh.
If it gets too hot, like you can bring it back a little bit. You don't usually bring it back that much, so I just wanted to make sure. It's usually hot. Okay.
I can control it.
And he'll
So
wait.
I put my hand out for the pan.
And you'll set it on your hand.
Right. So I put it in my hand, and immediately my hand just goes into this huge fire.
Too hot.
And it's just like the pan with the fire. Too hot?
Too hot. That's way too hot. It shouldn't even go around the pan.
And it just goes, it just shrinks down, so it's just like the base of my hand and like a little bit of the bottom. Better?
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Okay.
I guess we just watch it, and when it gets golden brown on top, then and then you use your other hand, I'm guessing, and then we'll wait for it to cool. No. No, that one not on fire. That one not on fire.
Yeah, so as you watch this pie, you can see that like the crust around the edges is starting to firm up, but the top of the pie, nothing's happening right now.
So I take this hand and I look down at it. I think I'm good for the top now. Yeah.
Gently, but we don't want to burn the sides because no one wants a burnt crust.
I just wish you guys liked explosions. And I put my hand on top, and I just light it to like a medium, like just enough to get like the middle part. And I'm just like doing this.
And I would start to let up on the bottom hand a little bit because it's cooking.
Hold on, gotta concentrate.
When you're a conventional oven.
And this hand just like goes a little bit dimmer. And then this hand lights up a little bit more. Don't talk to me.
Monty, I should have asked you for it earlier, but can you give me a survival check? Just flat survival check for the filling.
Yeah.
And as it's burning, I'm just like itching my face with my burning hands. Food safety 101.
Yep.
Yeah, so after some time, can you give me I'm just gonna keep going survival check.
Me?
Yeah. To see how well you're handling this dough.
Oh my god, watch her burn it.
Oh.
Hannah, do you have inspiration?
I do.
Use it on the pie.
If Hannah, roll inspiration, please. Please don't ignite the pie.
I'm gonna use it.
Oh my god.
That was better.
I thought it was gonna be a 4.
Yeah, so you get you get a nice golden brown on the top of it. Your fingers are a little too hot though, and you just start to get little tinges of black as the outer crust starts to just slightly start to burn.
Okay, take it off. Shut off.
And
Monty is not smart, and he's going to put his hands like this in his shirt, because his shirt's pretty long. And he's going to grab it and pull it off of her hands and try to put it down on that stump next to him or that whatever he was working on.
Yeah, just as you do that, make a con saving throw for grabbing the hot pan.
You're like grabbing a straight cast iron right now.
Yeah, you just have chef fingers, and you put that thing down, and you just expertly slide your hands out from underneath it. And you're just like,
from the guitar.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the loot fingers.
and there's just red crusted pie with a golden brown top right now, just steaming in front of you.
Guys, we made our first pie.
It looks beautiful. Can we eat it?
I think in it's pretty cold here, so I think 5 minutes and we should be able to. Unless, Fee can probably eat it whenever with how she can handle temperature.
Maybe we sit it in some snow?
I'd rather not take my chance a second time with how. You could hold it, but it's up to you. I don't think it'll take that long, and he'll take the knife, the two daggers, and he'll even while it's still kind of hot, he'll start cutting it up, and he'll look at everyone, and he'll say, "I appreciate you guys helping me with this because it was going to be really hard to do it alone, even with the wine crust." The other reason why I wanted the pie was because my dad used to know a magic trick, and he'd use my mom's pies to do it, and I needed a piece of the crust to do that, so save
a magic trick?
Yeah, my dad was pretty clever. Worked.
Pie magic? I don't think I've ever heard of that type of magic before.
I haven't either.
Moment presents itself. I'll definitely try it. I know the words to do it. I kind of hid that past behind me before, so I never used it because it was my dad's. But, well, maybe not my dad's. He probably learned it from someone else, but he loved to use it. Really could change the situation if you're in a fight. So, let's dig in. Cut everyone a piece. How good's this pie?
Who's taking the first bite?
Anna.
Tana is.
That doesn't count!
Tana just takes the piece. She just has a bone left in her other hand, and she just takes the pie and just shoves half of it in her mouth and bites down. And as she chews, a cherry pops out the side of her mouth and falls to the ground. And she's just munching on it, and almost no reaction on her face.
That's gotta be good, right?
Well, Tana will eat just about anything, so.
She did eat
how
bugs.
how good it is.
I think the same.
I already had you guys do rolls for making it, so
Okay.
yeah.
I just reach over and just take the slice that Monty cut right out of the pan and just take a bite of it.
All right, so as you bite into this pie, you first taste apples and cherries, and they're pretty good. It's fruit and it's coated in sugar, so that part's good. But as you bite down into the crust, you bite into it, and it's just very crunchy crust, and it's just salty. It's just very salty and bitter crust, and the flavor is way off on it. But the top of the crust was fine.
And I just reach down, I grab a thing of snow, and I eat it. Oh, salty.
In a good way?
Well, let me put that much salt in it.
I don't think anyone was watching you.
Oh, I guess not.
Has Monty tried it yet?
What was that?
Has Monty tried it yet?
No, he takes a piece and he's holding it like this while she's coughing and eating salt, and you see him break the top of that crust off, and he pockets it, and then he just goes to town and eats it.
Yeah, so as you bite into it, same as what Fi tasted, you taste the cherry apple filling, and it's a pretty good filling. It's got sugar on it and stuff, and the fruit's good. And it released an ample amount of juices. But as you bite into the dough in the bottom, it's just really hard and crunchy, and it just tastes almost like you're biting a brick of salt and just bitter with wine.
I might have chipped a tooth. I don't. Yeah, it kind of tastes like a salt lick once you get too far down there. I'm really hoping that the spell my father used didn't require good pie because we might have missed the mark on that one. But the filling was awesome. Good. Like, I think we got a good grade on that one.
As Velvir is holding her piece of pie and she's listening to everybody's reactions. What's a salt lick? And she's just going to start eating her pie. And as she gets down to the bottom crust, she's enjoying it, obviously. But as she gets to the bottom crust, she's going to kind of hide the fact that she secretly hates it because she doesn't want to upset anybody, especially Monty.
I'm just holding it.
Can I do
I'm
an
just
insight
holding
check
it.
on her when I get a chance? Go ahead, Hannah.
Yeah, Velvira, do a deception too to see how well you hide that you hate that.
Oh no. Oh, okay. There's negative on that one.
Yeah, so Monty, as you're watching Velvira, she does a pretty good job of hiding it, but you notice her left eye just twitches a little bit while she's eating it.
Salty.
down at the bottom crust.
You don't have to lie. Our next pies will get better.
Okay, and I'm just gonna take my piece and like go to put it underneath a tree for some animal to eat.
Cat. There's a cat throwing up. There's a cat throwing up. Where are you throwing up? Hey! I hear the cat.
Mean.
Oh, it was Leia underneath the couch for 500.
Barry, you have an inspiration, right? I'll let you stack a second one, like we're going to do in Storm Kings, because that was the funniest RP to RP getting a spell that uses a material component of pie crust.
Great.
I
didn't even realize it until you said your dad's magic trick.
Yeah, it's really good. As Pi hears Monty say that to Velvira, she's just holding on to the crust. And she looks up at them and she looks back at the crust. I mean, I tried. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm sorry if I ruined your pie.
You didn't ruin it. You didn't ruin it at all. Not
That's
only,
not-
well, I mean, we'll find out, but not only will I be able to do my father's spell, but I got to eat a pie with my friends, which is, I used to eat a pie with my family, and that's really all I really wanted. So, I'm happy.
And I just look down at Tana and I hand Tana the rest of my pie.
Yeah, I
Which
think
is just the crust.
Tana will eat all of it if no one likes it. At least she'll be well fed. I'm just gonna put it in my loot inspiration for now until we. I was trying to find a way to do that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it might be best to just use those resources, like the.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, no, that's an awesome idea. Yes. Inspiration.
All right, you guys are fresh off making a pie.
Feeling great.
It's a good thing you use Phi too. You're gonna have to convince the hell out of those dwarves to let them use their forge to make a pie.
I was like, wait a minute, I made a fire! A fire genasi, what? I love how Amanda was like, fire? Hey, I never thought I'd play a conventional oven, so here we are.
I didn't think of the top hand. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna cook the top without an oven. Like, I thought you guys were gonna like stack bricks and light a fire under it to make like an oven.
No, I was lighting both ends, baby. And then I was like, shit, can I control? I'm like, I need to concentrate.
Why use bricks when we have our own personal easy bake oven?
It's true. All right, you guys are in Thornhole. You spent probably about like an hour making a pie this morning, so it's probably like 8 a.m. now.
Well, now that, we made a pie and we're well fed and ready to start our day, I think we've spent too long here. I think we need to focus on the task at hand.
Bringing Suzanne some pie?
Yeah. It's Grace. I can't. Every time I see her in the background, she's just like...
Do we know where we're specifically going? I kind of, with all the helping of the church, I kind of lost track. I mean, I have this instrument, and he pulls out the instrument out of the flour. Oh, I gotta remember to clean that. And he like shakes it a couple times. I don't know if I told you guys when I read this. I was kind of like to myself at the time, but I was able to read the Elvish on here because I am an elf.
Looks at Tana.
magic circle, and then the glyphs are celestials, elementals, fae, and undead. So I'm guessing
That's what it protects against, right?
Yeah. Well, is it supposed to protect us or is it supposed to lead us?
I'm trying to remember if I had you do an Arcana check last session.
No, I think you just made me read the.
Yeah, you just sent us the handout.
Give me an Arcana at advantage.
Me?
Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna roll inspiration on that probably.
Yeah.
Because that's low and it's advantage.
So you have faintly heard of Magic Circle in the past, just with your dealings with magic, and you know that it's centered on a point and it's meant to repel things.
I think, if anything, it was supposed to protect. That's what I understood when I talked to Isabella.
So would I know what the command word is for this, Trav? Knowing the Elvish?
It says Magic Circle on the top, so it's just that in Elvish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
I didn't come up with a clever command word.
No, that's fine. I'll just make up a word.
Just keep getting.
So I'm guessing it protects us against these specific things. And hags, I believe, from that book were fae. And I mean, we don't know what else we'll find. But do we have a direction? Is it just we're just going into the swamp? I mean, he pulls out that map. I'm going through all my notes here. I have to go through my other notes because I ran out of notes rooms and I made a whole Montague's notes in the journal thing over there.
Nope, man.
Roughly drawn map, X on the bottom, arrow winding through trees across water, stump, rock formation, stone shield with axe etched into it.
Yeah, so I remember Velvira deduced this too, but when she looked at it, but it's basically a map. I tried drawing it in paint, but my drawing skills are not good. But or at least not good enough in that time frame.
Is it dwarvish and then it goes down and the X is at the bottom kind of thing?
So there's an X right next to the dwarven insignia, which is a shield, like a stone shield, and etched in it is an axe, which is the same insignia that you guys saw at Thornhold, like flying on the flags and etched into the castle. And the X is right next to that. And then there's like a dotted arrow that goes up into what Velvira deduced was a swamp. And it winds through the swamp, like through trees, over water, shit like that. It comes to a stump.
Yep.
Breaks right, kind of curls up to a unique looking rock formation. And then ends like a little bit to the left past that, at another X.
Okay. Yeah, so similar. I was just doing the opposite. Okay. Yeah. So I totally forgot about this. Yeah, and Vel pointed it out last time. I mean, Vel, do you want to hold on to this? You know the woods and stuff more than I would.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know why I still have it. To be honest, it has flour on it, so watch out.
Phil's gonna take it and just like shake the flour off of it.
We could just Val could lead, and we can just go into the swamp. I don't want to. He looks at Zafrina. I don't want to make any assumptions or anything. I've only met a couple of Dragonborn in my life. Are you good in swamps? Or am I just thinking alligators? Not trying to be rude.
I'm just going to turn to Auntie and I'm going to say, do you think everything with scales is good in a swamp?
I don't know if I should answer that question, to be honest with you.
I just think because, you're very spoiled. I know you don't like to get dirty. You going to be good, or?
Have I complained so far?
Once or twice.
I don't think the team building worked.
Sorry. I'm just gonna turn around and just face the doors to leave, and I'm just gonna be like, "Let's go." Just start walking towards the door.
Here, I put the sensor in your inventory,
Okay.
so I don't think anyone grabbed it before.
Oh yeah, I just looked at the handout. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, Val, I trust you to lead the way.
Word.
Yeah, so you guys
Into the
head out
swamp,
the
I
gate
just
of
watched
Thornhole, and you're heading north for the swamp? All right. So as you head north, it's about an hour walk before you get to the edge of the swamp, where you think that the map goes in. So I'm kind of testing something here. So there's going to be kind of two roles in this going into this area. There's going to be navigator and people basically on watch following the navigators. So you can have as many navigators as you want. So I assume Vel's one. And then you can have so if you want like Vel navigating and you three keeping watch, or you can have two navigators and two people keeping watch.
How are you doing navigating? Do we know? Should we know that? Like, just what the check's gonna be?
Yeah, it's basically going to be like what we've done in the past. Like you're going to have to make survival checks to follow the map and stuff like that. So the more people looking at the map, the more likely you're going to continue on in the swamp. But the less likely you're going to spot something because you're looking at a map and shit like that.
I'll like when Vel's like ahead and we're walking towards the swamp.
And you can switch up the roles at any point if you feel like Vel's got the map handled and like.
Does anyone else good at navigating in the woods?
Here. Oh, I gotta check notes.
Never really been an outdoorsy person.
I could never tell.
Yeah, I know, it's super hard. You would never know.
I mean, I haven't necessarily. When I was a kid, I was a little bit, but ever since running from home, I ran through the woods without paying attention. And had other people help me, but been a city boy since then.
You know, this has been my only real world experience since my parents told me that I needed to experience the real world and stop living at home.
Is it going
good
for you?
That's how I found fight. You know, it's not going great. I've been having my heart broken a few times.
Well, I mean, you barely talked to the other one.
You know, once.
Your heart really likes to leap in, huh?
Okay.
What are you saying, Hannah?
Would we be rolling survival or nature?
Survival, because nature's more like looking at something specific natural and deducing what it is.
What did you say?
It's basically, if you're following the map, it's going off your survival.
Okay, good.
I'll be back up if we need it. I'm not... Like, I used to live in the woods. Like, my town was like a woodlands town. So, if we feel like we need it, Val, if we aren't making enough progress, I can definitely help. But I definitely think you'll be our best bet. So for now, we'll just... All three of us will be on lookout, and then if we feel like we need to pick up the pace, I'll definitely help with the map.
Alright, so you foray into the swamp with Vel, and then the rest of you are watching out?
Yep.
Into the thick of it.
Alright.
Into the
Vel, at the entrance to the swamp, you look at the map. Roll me a survival check at advantage. It's a good start. Vel, with zero hesitation, looks at the map, looks forward, and just goes forward into the swamp. Did you guys want a specific like marching order? I will say there's going to be a lot of times going through here where you will have to be single file. So if you wanted to optimize that now.
I mean, since I'm going to be backup second navigator, I'll go second. Just in case.
I would say Tana would be behind us.
I would prefer to be in the middle, not at the end.
So Velvira, Monty, Tana, Zafrina, Phi.
I'll be last, yeah.
5 feet.
P5. Everyone figuring out P5. What's the last one? Fum.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so you guys, I forgot that Tana was here this whole time.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that. Is her survival good? Because if so, then I'll
I
back
was
up
wondering
one
it.
and have Tana.
I don't know.
She has a +2, so she's not terrible at it.
I mean, it's
What's
one.
her
It's
perception?
one different from me. Mine's a +1.
Her perception is flat 20. No, she never long rested too.
I have a -1 in both, so
I have a +1.
I'm useless.
I have a +1 in both.
Do you just all want to be on watch?
Yeah, for
Again, you
now,
can change it
for
if you
now
feel.
we'll be on watch, but I'll have Tana go one step ahead of me for now since she has the higher survival.
All right, yeah, so Velvira just breaks off into the woods at a brisk pace, like she's traveled these woods a million times and is making good headway. As you start entering into the swamp, it starts to get really thick in there, and the ground that started out as just normal grass slowly starts to get squishier and squishier as more water starts appearing around you. As you continue on in, the bugs get thicker and they're like swarming around almost like mosquitoes swarming around you. They're trying to like bite into everybody. Zafrina, you deal with them a little bit better. They have trouble getting into your scaly skin. And you continue onward through the swamp. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Yeah, so you continue on walking through the swamp. Can everyone who's watching make a perception check?
Question.
Yep.
Can I lightly be on fire?
What, light to singe the bugs? Yeah.
Okay.
A tiki torch.
Yep.
Yeah, imagine your skin's
Spatula
hot and
oven, tiki torch.
like did Genasi even have blood? It's a philosophical question, I think.
Do we bleed?
This army, Janelle.
I mean,
I'm
I
just saying,
hope we
Swiss
bleed
Army.
because
Anna, I need a perception check and I'll roll Tana's.
I hope it was better than mine and Monty's.
So bad.
oh,
Come on, Tana.
come on, Tana, see something.
Oops.
Oh well, this is bad.
Yeah, so as you're continuing onward, all of you are like looking out, but there's a lot of bugs in your face and you're like swatting them away as you're walking through. And Velvira, you step and your boot just starts to sink as you're like looking down at your map.
Leave her alone, you bully.
Just gonna start getting straight up PTSD from her dreams.
How tall are you?
Real fucking short.
I need exacts.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And Tana's right behind her. Oh
Look at those perception rolls. Look how bad they are.
I don't
They're
remember.
so
Hold
bad. Those are all under 10.
Do you know if you're under 4 feet? That's the
on.
main.
Oh, for sure. No, I'm like
Yeah.
3.6 or something like that.
All right, so I'm sorry. So you're like looking at your map and you step in like mud and you feel your boot just disappear and you just go down like pretty fast. And give me a deck save.
Whoa.
Poor Velvira's just not gonna make it. She just dies. She just like
Die in the
goes
smoke.
crazy.
So as you're going down, you manage to shoot your hands into the air as you feel yourself going down, and you manage to like throw the map behind you onto the dry land. But as soon as you do that, you completely get engulfed in mud, and just your fingertips are sticking out right now. I'm gonna just have everybody roll initiative.
Me too, even though I'm stuck in mud.
Yeah. Is there a way to just get all players to roll initiative?
Is her fingerprint? Her fingers like this
I don't know
fucking
how to
big,
do it
bro?
without tokens because I always.
Yeah.
Just little
I'm just gonna
worms
flop the
sticking out of
tokens.
their
Oh,
rug.
we can just do it, Trav, too, I think. Did I just do it? No? If
Tana did some. Did you do it to Tana?
Oh, yeah, I did do it with Tana. Yeah,
Sorry,
but,
I'll just
but
pop
apparently,
everyone down.
But apparently, you can just make people
Oh, there
roll
I am.
initiative. I think. Might want to test that out in the future because I might even want to use that.
I'll look into it.
What the fuck? How do I not roll mine?
You rolled it.
Where? Oh, yeah, I did.
All right, yeah. So the first round's basically a surprise round as Velvira just goes dunking under into the mud and throws the map behind her. Wildfire, what do you do as Amanda, if you want to do any noises that you make?
I was probably going to noise cancel, but I'm just going,
Everything good up there? I'm all the way in the back, so.
So literally, the only thing that's not in the mud is my fingers. Like, my head's fully submerged.
Yeah, as you look up, all you see are just, like, the wrists of Velvira just sticking out, probably wiggling.
Can I see it? Or are we still, like, are we in a tight line? Like,
I mean,
where
you guys are like perception. I ain't seen shit.
You guys are in a tight line right now. She's probably about like 20 feet ahead of you, but there's like trees and bushes around the side, so it's basically difficult terrain. Yeah.
What's going on up there? Why is she screaming?
Tana, do you see anything? I'm gonna just say I see her because Tana's not here, even though I rolled a 3.
Well, I would imagine like you.
Oh, Tana definitely sees her.
Yeah.
I think Fi would have the most difficulty, and maybe Zafrina. But the rest
I just
of you
figure
definitely.
that Monty's so tall that like he would catch it, at least some of it, or like part of her going down.
Tana's deep into the muck. I can only see her nails.
Tana's in the Tana?
No, Valvir. I'm panicking. I'm having a panic attack. I can't get up there.
No, I'm having a panic attack.
I was supposed to be brave.
Is there any way that I can like squeeze by?
Yeah, so you can like squeeze through. You can't fully get up there, but you can get like up and like lean up against a tree, like on your way up to the front.
Oh, no, how am I supposed to help her? I don't have any rope. Does anyone have any rope? Can Tana? I don't think Tana can pull her out.
Do I have a rope? I really don't have a rope, huh?
I don't.
You want to know who does definitely have a rope?
The one who's suffocating underground right now?
I literally rolled this encounter, was like, oh no, the shortest person's in front, and then I rolled a 4 on the D4 for how many feet you went in.
Bye-bye!
I knew I should have wild shaped.
Oh no, I do have rope. I do have rope. For some reason, the picture of it looks like grain.
How many feet? Is it 50?
50.
Oh, thank you.
All right. What are you doing with the rope?
Monty, here, reach around Tana and get Vel to hold this. Tana, you can help pull.
Oh, I can use Tana as like an anchor to pull down off of her shoulder. She's very strong, and
Right. She ate a lot today.
And I'll help throw it over Tana with like my reaction, I guess. I'll throw it like towards Vel's hands. Grab onto it. I don't know if she can hear me, to be honest with you. I do not see her head. I do not see her head.
Zafrina, are you doing anything right now?
I'm just kind of standing there like, what the fuck is happening? This is why I don't go in the woods!
All right, I'm gonna kind of jumble around initiative a little bit. I don't like that I did initiative. I wish I just went in order. So we'll go to Monty next. So Monty, what were you doing? You threw it up to Tana?
No, I threw it over Tana's shoulder to Vel's hand, because I'm gonna use Tana's shoulder as like kind of like tug of war, and you have like the anchor.
She's the pulley.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a Dex ability check to see how accurately you throw this rope. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a 1.
So you throw the rope, and it doesn't hit
Oh,
Velvira's hand, but it lands like right next to it.
Did I sense it at all or no?
Yeah, I was gonna see if is Monty gonna like say anything after he threw it.
Well,
that's
yeah,
my other question. Can I hear anything?
Yeah, I have been yelling stuff, so I will continue. I missed a little bit. Reach to your. Is it her left?
It'd be her right.
Okay, reach to your, and he thinks right because he's smart. It's right there. You can reach it. I swear. I hope you can hear me.
Vera, go ahead and make a perception check to see if you hear through the muck that is now coming into your ears. You hear it, like there's like a little air hole still from the suction of you going down, and you hear
my breath coming out.
You hear reach to your right. So without being able to see your hands, I'll let you do a sleight of hand check to see how well you just like snag onto that rope. All right, so you like snag over and you like touch it and like you go to grab it, but your hand like has a little bit of muck on it when it slams down and it just slips off slightly.
Oh, so I see her like it slips off a little bit.
Yeah. So who is someone want to be Tana in this instance?
I'll be Tana.
There you go.
All right, Tana, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, aren't they just using me for the thingy?
Yeah, but you just saw the rope go over Tana's shoulder and just go to the right of Vel's hand, and Vel like tried to grab onto it, but it just kind of slipped out of her hand, and she's kind of like doing
I'm taking
this.
the rope that's on my shoulder, and I'm like a little snake, like a little whip or something, like moving it and then like flinging it to her hand.
All right,
Don't you dare make me roll for that.
yeah, you're gonna have to roll for that.
What am I rolling?
Just roll a flat d20. I'll add Tana's modifiers to it. It's gonna be
This one?
sleight of hand dex ability.
What
Yeah,
am I-
just roll a d20.
This one, like right here?
Yeah. Hit roll. You just crit.
Dude, Tana.
Tana just with a cowboy hat, just one finger on it, tilts it down, grabs the rope and just flicks it, and it just wraps around Vel's hand. And as it like gets there, Vel's able to grab onto it. Who has their hands on the rope right now? Is it Fi, Monty, Tana? All right,
Yeah.
everyone make a strength check if you're. I'm assuming you're going to try to pull Vel out. And you just roll a 5d20. I'll add Tana's strength.
Okay.
The duality of it.
Oh my.
I'm using my inspiration. I'm not dealing with another 4. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Oh my god. And then Fi, I think you had one.
So when are we using real dice? Because I can't put these dice in dice trail.
Monty's just trying to pull as hard as he can, and Tana, after like doing that whip thing, is like full of herself and like goes to pull, and she just slips and falls. And then Fi just pulls Velvira up out of the mud, and she just slides out. And Velvira, you're now slid out of the mud on your back, covered in muck.
Just gonna get pulled out of the mud and just. I'm just sitting on the forest floor, swamp floor, and I'm just like covered head to toe. I'm just gonna look up at Monty. How did you live like this?
You'll get used to it. Let's just hope it's not the first time. I hope that's the last time you fall in, because I almost had a heart attack.
It's really
I wasn't much help. I'm sorry. The bravery. I made that big bravery speech, and I totally. Oh, mulligan. I think that's the term.
Well, I'm glad it was you guys who rescued me from the sinking ground this time instead of the hags.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so similar to your dream.
Sure was. Sure
Maybe
was.
it was a premonition.
I I promise I'll not let the bugs bother me this time, so maybe we could spot that next time. That'd probably be helpful.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't want to. Well, it's not like I could get any more dirty.
Yeah, so as you stand up, you have that like sloshing in your boots as they're just soaked.
I don't wear boots.
Oh, are you just barefooted?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind. Your feet are just wet.
My fur cloak is just matted.
Yeah.
Wet feet.
All right, yeah, but with that, you manage to scoot up and you manage to recover the map on the ground, which has been unharmed through all this because you managed to toss it away. And now you have this big thing of mud in front of you, but as you like look around, you notice that like if you go like 30 feet to the left, you can get around it.
I made a meme for you, Jeff.
Literally. I literally rolled that encounter and I looked at the marching order. I was like, oh no. And then I looked at all the perception checks and I was like, oh no.
It's relentless. Just the hits keep coming.
If it makes you feel any better, the rules for suffocation, you could have stayed down there for a good amount of time.
That's good.
I don't know if I want to stack inspiration anymore because I've only rolled ones on 2 of them.
Cursed inspiration.
All right. So yeah, after you make your way around that thing of mud, you continue onward down your path, and you still feel like you have a good sense of where you're going. So you are making good headway as like another hour passes. You've been in the swamp for like 2 hours now. So yeah, you're continuing on and you're just going through like boggy territory, like avoiding water. Can everyone give me a perception check again?
Oh god.
Sweating.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Hold on, I'm
Depends when you're all like that.
Sorry, not you, Vel. Sorry, because you're doing the map.
Oh, duh. You said everyone.
Zafrina, you're very helpful.
I didn't do fucking shit.
And don't forget Tana, Trev.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Ooh, those smooth hands.
Smooth hands.
So as you continue onward,
Grease.
you see both Tana and Fi. You notice to the right of you, up against a tree, there is the shining of a piece of metal, as something is up against the tree.
To the right?
Yep, to the right of you, maybe like 15 feet.
Val?
Hmm?
Val?
Hmm? What?
Val?
What?
Does that map go right?
I think so, yeah.
There's something shiny against that tree.
What is it?
Something shiny?
Oh, I'm not an expert in shiny things, but I can go take a look.
Does anyone else see that?
Tana looks over to you. What's the Tana voice? Yeah, I see that.
Oh.
I can't do a Meg impersonation.
Yeah, let's go take a look at it.
Unrelated.
Unrelated, there's something shiny over here.
Are we gonna eat soon?
Yes, Mike. But yeah, you guys are going over to the shiny thing?
Uh-huh.
So as you approach it and like you clear up some of the brush that was in the way, you notice that it's the decaying corpse of what looks like a soldier. And the shining thing you saw was a shield that's still attached to his arm. And he has a spear that was jabbed into his throat and it's pinning him to the tree. But the shaft of the spear has since been like snapped off. So it's just like a broken shaft sticking out of his neck a little bit. And there's like beetles crawling around his face.
Not a great fate.
Well, I thought this was going to be a lot better than what it was. Fortunate for that guy.
Monty's gonna take his shield off. Like, hit it a couple times. I'm gonna just gonna go check that shield. And he's gonna walk over to the shield. Can he tell if it's looks any better than what he currently has? He has a blue dragon scale shield, I think.
Give me investigation check. These dice need to go in jail. It looks just like a normal shield to you, like a normal steel shield, with like basic leather. And then there is also with that, I will give you. You notice he's wearing an amulet that looks a lot like the amulet that Zafrina has.
Oh wow! Hey Zafrina, that amulet doesn't do shit, just like I said. And he he draws his sword as he puts his shield back, and he'll take his sword without touching it and try to pull off the amulet and hold it with the sword and turn towards the party with it.
Give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you finagle that thing off. Fi, you said you were walking up to it. Yeah, you snap it off. It takes you a second tug, so you do the first tug and it stays on, and you do it again and it
I'll
pops
be cool
off.
one day, as I mutter to myself, and I'll turn it around and be like, "Is this supposed to protect Vel? Because it didn't protect this guy."
Freena's just gonna lean into it, and then she's gonna go back. She could be like, I need to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. We're all gonna die, and I'm gonna die. I'm looking like this. I don't even got my nice stuff on when I die. And my parents made me do this.
As you look to your right, you see a tarantula crawling on one of the leaves, 5 feet from you.
Go look at me like, what the f is that?
Sandra will tell you it's a very beautiful place full of fun and adventure, alright?
Hi, what were you doing? You were walking up to the body?
Yeah.
Once you turned around with that?
Do you want it?
No.
He'll drop it
not
back
much
into the
for
swamp and put his blade back in. He'll just look at what Fi's doing.
Walked over to the side of the body, B50, and just crouched down, and just take another look at the shield, the sword, anything like that.
Are you moving anything, or are you just okay?
Looking.
Give me a perception check. If you're just generally looking at this dude.
My God,
We're
bro!
rolling. We are rolling tonight.
What?
Yeah. So you
trying
notice
to help Monty out here.
It's just a soldier. He has a bucket helmet. Basically, he's wearing chainmail armor, and he has that in his throat. He has the shield on his arm, but he's missing his right-handed weapon. And he's just sitting there.
Well, we get here, or
No, time for night's bed.
No one else doing anything with this dude?
do we need to go nights, babe?
What are you talking about, Fee?
Well, don't forget either.
Just mocking Amanda right now. Are we good with this poor man?
I mean, look at my shield's a little bit cooler, right? It has scales. He turns around.
Yeah, I tried to see if anything looked better, but I realized quickly that I know nothing about shields, swords. So, but yeah, yours looks pretty cool.
I've always heard it's better in the hands of a good fighter, and I'd like to think that I am that.
So Freena's gonna turn to Monty and say, what do you mean it's made out of scales?
You were there when I got it. You can't be upset at me. It was in the Kobold Cave. I didn't create it. You know that they make scales. It's not your scales.
But it's the scales of my people.
It's the scale of a big dragon, so not technically of your people.
Technically, I am a very, 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 very late descendant
Do you
of a dragon.
So if we come across a crocodile or an alligator, are you going to talk them down?
Yes, because they are my people. We are from.
I hope we come
Zafrina,
across one. I'm very
Zafrina.
excited to see that. That would be awesome.
Zafrina,
What?
not everything's about you. Are we ready to continue?
Elvira or Tana, Do you care about this body on the pinned to the tree at all? All right. So yeah, you continue onwards into the forest. Swamp, I should say. So you kind of go back to the trail you were on because you know that you haven't reached the stump where you break right yet. And you continue on for about another hour. And as you continue on, it's pretty uneventful. The swamp just stinks of like death and decay. It's getting like waterier and waterier, and you keep coming up to like pools of water that like are too deep, and you have to like traverse around them. And by deep, they're normally like 3 to 5 feet deep, so they're not like crazy deep, but I mean too deep for half-life. But yeah, you continue onward from there. Velvira, can you give me another survival check at advantage? All right.
7-11.
So yeah, you continue forward, and eventually you reach a small little clearing in the swamp. Not like too big, like maybe like 30 by 30 yards across, like in a circle, a 30-yard radius. And in the center of it is a big stump that's just sitting there that you recognize as the stump from the map.
I thought you were going to say a clearing with a hummingbird. I'm like, don't fuck with me. Oh,
A juju on me.
you guys, there's the stump. Is this the stump we were looking for? Is that, I'm just, actually, wait, I don't have the map anymore, do I?
There you do.
I assume you
Oh,
picked
I do?
it back up
Okay.
as you're navigating.
I'm going to hold it up and just turn around to everybody. Is this the right one?
I can clearly see because Tana is so small, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, it's kind of by itself out here.
So what was it? We turn, left? Was it left? No, wait.
Right.
Right.
Does anyone else think it's weird that there's just a single stump in the middle of a clearing, or
You
just
don't
me?
think trees can grow by themselves?
I'm gonna turn to 5. Like, what do you mean? Is this not normal? Is this normal?
It can happen. Do you want me to go check it out? Do you want me to go look at the tree just for peace of mind?
I don't need
I
you
like to get
just
out of
think
here.
Actually,
into
it
any
is.
more holes.
Actually, it is kind of weird, huh, guys? It's pretty spooky that it's by itself. Usually, they're not by themselves. Trees are usually with other trees. Why would it be by itself?
I don't know. I don't know anything, and I want to get out of here.
You know,
Hopefully
this
we
is
don't
the
find more.
big question I'm going to be thinking about for the rest of the night.
Why the tree's by itself?
Yeah. That's
All right,
just-
damn it. And Vel's just going to start stomping off towards the stump to go look at it.
All right. As you get up to the stump, you see like a very broad stump, like it's really wide. And it's like a pretty clean cut. You can tell that something chopped it. Can you give me a nature check?
Mm-hmm.
Just on the stump?
It's kind of magical
Yep.
stuff.
Uh-oh, Zafrina, we're all looking at the stump making checks.
Velvira,
What's gonna
you
happen?
recognize this tree stump based upon the ringing of it and like the color. I just looked over at Bee's ear and it's so cute. You recognize it as a steelwood tree. And you know that steelwood trees are renowned for their durability.
Oh no! I just unplugged all my monitors.
I don't know how far everybody else is behind me, but
I would follow you. So.
okay. It actually looks like this one was cut down on purpose. I don't think there's anything like mystical or spooky about it, but it's a steelwood tree. They're pretty strong. It's a good hardy wood.
Nice wood.
Someone
Nice wood.
made that clean of a cut.
Yeah, maybe with the saw. Or claws, I don't know.
That's weird to me.
Well, maybe
But
they really
yet
wanted to
again,
cut
I-
down that one tree.
Grew up in a city of fire, so trees don't live there.
I'm back next to Zafrina. What do you think they're talking about that tree? They're talking a lot about it, huh?
I hope it's good. I hope this is normal. I hope this
I
is
mean-
normal. I hope this is normal.
I mean, usually when you talk about something good, you don't talk that long. It's really drying out.
Why are you gonna say that to me?
I'm just making conversation.
Just not like hyperventilating and just doing like a type sound.
I'm just gonna like look down at Safrina and like nod and just like walk back to the group.
Elvira?
Yeah.
Yo, you said Zafrina.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Safrina, Velvira, same fucking thing.
Velveeta.
Velveeta.
Beep-I-po-fum.
The cheese girl. I don't know. The girl
So you guys
covered in
continuing on following the map?
I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you continue to your right. Velvira, you still have a good sense of where you're going, and you approach the woods over there where the trail goes. And as you head in a little bit, you come to a thicket of just vines in front of you that are coming down from trees everywhere, and there's the normal water and everything. And the vines are just like everywhere, like it's really thick. Can you give me another nature check?
Wow, this forest has a really diverse ecosystem. Said nature again.
Yeah.
Man, how do I roll like her?
I know. Do I have to join a druid circle to roll like this?
You recognize all these vines as razor vines, and you know that the what are they called?
That sounds great.
Why can't I think of what the little thorns are that
Thorns?
stick? Thorns. The thorns that stick off of them are extremely sharp.
My God.
Hey, Tana, hey, in case you thought about swinging off of these, don't do it. They've got thorns. It'll rip your little hands to shreds. Not a good idea.
You immediately hear an ow! Because he's taller than everyone else. I think you'd hit one pretty quick.
Yeah, so you catch
Slap
like
him
a
in the
little,
face.
you catch like a little baby needle of one, but the ones that you see ahead of you are like long, like they're like that long, and they're sharp.
Monty's gonna draw his sword.
I have a question. Since I have scales, like it's hard for stuff to like penetrate scales because they're thicker.
Yeah, but you still would like if you got slashed with a sword, it's gonna hurt.
With a sword?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like in general, you have scales,
Use
but
thorns.
you don't like in D&D gaming terms, you don't have resistance to slashing damage. Is what I'm.
A tiny fucking thorn is gonna cause that.
They're like that big.
It's pretty big.
So what was Monty doing? Drawing his sword?
Yep.
Are you slashing at them?
Yep.
All right, give me an attack roll. So Monty walks out ahead of you, Velvira, with rapier drawn.
Yep.
But you're slashing with it, right?
Yep.
Assume you're not going to try to stab it.
Wow.
So you slash, and you give like 3 good slashes, and you cut through a good amount, but there's still more ahead of you. Yeah.
Hello. I'm going to.
Oh no.
Also, a forest fire?
Ignite my hands.
What are you casting?
I'm not like, I guess, burning hands. I'm just like making my hands giant flames and like reaching out towards
Only you can
the
prevent forest fires.
All right, so you're walking in front of Monty after he finishes
Fires.
his last slash, and you're just going boosh.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not, like, here's a vine, okay? And like, here's the spiky bits. And I'm just like igniting my hands and like bringing them close to it to see like what would happen if I bring the fire to the vines. Like if they would light up. If they
Casting
would
burning hands,
smell.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you cast burning hands for me?
Consume a second spell slot.
Yeah, burning hands use a spell slot.
I didn't have to cast burning hands when I was a easy bake oven.
Well, I mean, if you want to do like produce flame or firebolt instead, you can do that.
Well,
You said specifically burning hands.
because I don't fucking know. It's fine. Burning hands, second level.
All right. So you blast with your hands, fire forward, and you just see it like cut through a bunch of the vines as they like fall to the ground like burning, but they like hit the water and they like sizzle, and like any fire on the edge of where they like cut through starts to like try to climb up the tree, but just the wetness of the vines right now and the trees in general, they just like slowly fizzle out. And you clear out a good path forward of you, like 15 feet, but there's still, you can see like the other side where the vines let up, but there's still like maybe like 10 feet left.
Show off.
I'm just like proud of myself.
I take my hands and I go, ooh, look at me, I can use fire. And I'm going to walk ahead and try to cut some more vines, but I'm going to try to fucking cut a little bit extra.
Yeah, give me your attack roll.
Let's see. Oh, so pretty good.
Monty ain't coward no more.
Monty, you can describe how you cut through the rest of these vines to get to a clearing on the other side of them.
So I'll get over and I'll notice that some of them still have ember, and just to look really cool, I'll kind of get like flashy with my slashes, as those ones are easier to cut. And then on the second half, like the back end of it, I'm starting to get tired because I'm not this strong, and I'm like, but trying to hide it, and I finally go, and I stand up. Oh, my back. See? And he draws it. I'm brave.
Slow claps
And
from Pie.
he'll put his
Good job,
hand forward
Monty.
as everyone else walks by him, and he gets back into his spot.
Did Monty and Fi go ahead of everybody else?
Yeah, but not like a crazy amount ahead.
No.
But they cut like a path.
Yeah, I'm waiting at basically where the entrance, where there's no vines in front of me, waiting for you to pass with my like hand out, like a gentleman.
As they destroy half of the viney forest in front of me, I'm just gonna like linger on a little bit behind to make sure there's no like significant damage or like any kind of fire that still remains.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna make sure all's well before we leave.
Yeah, so you notice that like when the vines got engulfed, the ones that kind of fell into like damp, mossy ground and water and stuff. So they're like sizzling and like dying out. There's not like, it's too wet for it to survive. And like the same thing with the fire that was left on the vines that are still like hanging above where she blasted. It like climbed a little bit, but it just ran out of force basically because it's too wet. But yeah, if you wait a few minutes, you'll notice they all go out eventually. I didn't let Hannah start a forest fire. I wanted to.
While she's doing that, I'm just looking at Fee and going, forgot about that.
No, I made a fire, so fire is always on the brain.
Yeah. I think we're okay. I think she's fine. I hope she's fine.
And as you like walk by me, sorry about that, Val. Sorry. Fire on the mind.
Well, it might not change your mind, but just because you know of razor vines, you do know that they are sharp to the point of deadly. I'm not sure if that sways your opinion on them at all. It might not.
Well, I think in this case the ends will justify the means. And I'm just going to go back to the front.
Razors, yes. Fire. Got it. Okay.
All right. So are you guys continuing onward?
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll give me another check at advantage.
Survival?
Yep.
My back.
You're fucking killing it, let me tell you.
These rolls, baby.
You look down at the map, you look up, and you're just fucking off, and you're powering forward through. And you guys continue on for like another hour, just like mucking through. Yep.
Question, how long has it been since I fell in the mud puddle?
It's been about like 4 hours now.
Oh, okay.
So like
so it's dry.
Well, your feet are still wet because the ground in general is wet, but you're like the mud and stuff has kind of like caked into like a dry dirt, basically. Yeah. So you're just dirty now. But
as we're going, I'm just kind of like trying to slap off as much as I can off my cloak.
But yeah, so you guys continue on, and can everyone give me a perception check? Who's the scouts?
It's super funny that we have so many perception checks, and we usually till this one we've sucked, and we've had the one scout, and she's killed it.
Yeah.
I mean, Zafrina just got
she
a
just
20.
she just
Yeah.
crit. I just rolled a 4, so that's cool. Guys, I'm doing my job.
4s.
You know, you're really tired after all of that swinging.
Yeah.
What do I see? What do I see? What do I see?
So, Tana didn't roll. I'll roll for Tana. She's just a flat D20. Tana didn't see shit. Yeah, so you guys are like pushing through, and you come to a portion, and Zafrina and Phi, you notice that there's ruined buildings about you, like the structural foundation of buildings that have been long since destroyed. And you see that like all around you as you're starting to walk forward, and you see like water ahead of you. Zafrina, on top of all this and the normal like grasshoppers, frogs, and shit that you hear ahead of you a munching. But it's far. Not crazy far, but it's like it's ahead of you.
It's an alligator.
It's an ogre.
You're gonna have to talk to them.
I can do that. So I just kind of like was walking a little, and then I stopped, and I just hear this faint crunching sound. Is it like a crunching
It's
of
like-
bones?
Is it a bunch
You hear the occasional like snap of a bone, but it's like wet and it's like almost like
So it
slurping at times.
So it sounds like Tana eating. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is it a bunch of crunchy? Not
No, I
Cash's
hear
favorite.
this
He loves bunch of crunchies.
Weird, wet, munching sound.
Is it a bunch of
And I look
crunchy?
over at Tana. I'm like,
Is it a bunch of
I'm not
crunchy?
eating anything. And I stop and I look at everyone. I'm like, do you hear that?
Hear what?
I hear like a wet chewing sound, and I thought it was Tana, but she's not eating anything.
I was gonna like,
Who hiding
Look behind
anything
her.
over there, Tana?
you got snacks? And I'm just gonna stop moving and kind of see if I can hear anything.
You don't think that there's something bad ahead of us, do you?
I mean, doesn't look like a very warm and inviting place to be, so, you know, if there is something up there, it's probably not nice. I don't think it's going to be like a leprechaun. Were there leprechauns back then?
Well,
I don't know why I thought of leprechauns.
do you
Some
want
forest
to
leprechauns
lead
again.
us to the sound?
I'm just like looking at everyone, and I'm just like
We could like
a big
Sneak?
gulp.
sneak
be like-
over there.
Yeah, let's move really slowly.
Yeah, so do you want me to move you as a group or do you want to move like individually? If you move individually, I just ask that you do like 5 feet at a time, basically.
I think you can move us all as a group, right?
So do you want to change your formation at all?
Yeah,
Is
but
all-
Monty's gonna get right up front next to Bill.
all right, I'm gonna go behind Monty because he's tall.
Tana, I assume, would be behind Vel, or do you want Tana to switch with you, Vel?
No, it's fine.
All right. And Fire, you just lean up the back.
I'm up the rear, baby!
All right.
Watch out for my fire!
Safrina, you hear the sound coming. Where's your range of it? Oh, you don't have great vision, do you?
Nope.
I'm blind.
I can see all the
Monty-
way up to here.
Monty, give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Zafrina, you point out that the sound's coming from this direction. Wait,
That's how far she
can you see what you see, too?
Yeah,
Barry?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm half elf, so I have good vision.
Still give me a perception check anyways, but
Yep.
actually give me a perception and a nature to see if you know what
'Kay.
that is.
That's perception, under 10, and
This is not a 4.
this is nature. Not
Okay,
under
not
10.
bad.
All right,
The beer's
so
been teaching you some things.
yeah, you Zafrina kind of points ahead of you, and you like follow her finger, and you look up, and you don't see the source of the crunching, but what you do see is a frog person, basically lying on the ground, and they're like basically like think of me laying on the ground facing back at you. You can see like the tops of their eyes, and then above it is like their mouth and their tongues hanging out the side. And you've heard of these frog people from songs in the past, and they're called bullywugs. And you know that they're like a humanoid frog that lives in swamps.
Is this a future D&D character for me? A bullywug? Hello, I'm bullywug.
And you know, with
Take
17
note.
too, you know they are generally not the greatest of beings. They're generally kill people, but this one you can tell is dead.
I'll look at Vel. Bullywug, bullywug. There was a rhyme that had to deal with that. Some horrible creature, but I think that one's dead.
So what's making the crunching noises?
Something eating it.
Worse?
You can also tell that there's a wall right next to it, so it's like kind of obscured a little bit.
I can't like fully see past it. There's like the ruins, but we definitely should be cautious walking up. I don't think we're gonna be able to get by them.
How big is a bullywug?
It's humanoid, right? Like size.
Yeah, it's basically human size.
Your size. Safrina's size specifically.
My size.
Yeah. Probably call one of you pretty quick.
If that's dead, then how big do you think is the thing munching on it?
Probably bigger. I mean, unless it like, I don't know. Some people eat things the same size as them, don't they?
I just like
Like Tana with the pig leg?
Yeah, like Tana with the pig leg.
I
Yeah, that's
just
true.
lean into Monty, and I'm like, I hope it's something small. I hope it was like a sneak attack.
Vel, do you think that there's any way that we can get around it?
We could try to sneak to the left of it, but
Or does the map go through it?
I'm just gonna stare at the map.
Hot dog!
Yeah, so Vel, the map
Surprise hot dog!
the map in this instance just continues to go straight, so there's no indication of this ruin existing on it. It just continues to go because it's like rounding right now. So it goes past this and then it starts to curve up.
I don't
So you-
even see this on the map.
Well, do we try to go around it or do we go for it?
I think we could try to go through. Can I use pass without trace on everybody so we can sneak around it?
Yep. I will say one thing that the water you see right now.
deeper.
So you see that this gets to like this goes down here, and you presume that it gets over your head at this distance. I'm just looking at Vel's site right now. Monty, you would be able to tell that there is water going all the way across here as well that you can see, and
Is
it
it
gets
like
down
a
to
river,
like
or is it just like, is it still?
it's just still water. And you can tell that it's like 3, maybe even 5 feet deep across. So you might have to detour a little bit to really get around it.
It looks I don't know if you can tell, but that body of water in front of us looks pretty deep. I don't know. I can't really see a better way around other than maybe a little bit to the south.
Well, whatever you think's best.
What's wrong? What? What?
That water is between you and the bullywug too, that you can see. So you
Yeah,
also
yeah. Like this is, I was guessing like this is all water trap, like from here,
Mhm.
here,
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
A second hot dog.
So you have something that can make us a little bit more undercover? This
Yeah.
cat.
They won't be able to find us unless they can sense us with magic.
Well, if we maybe use that and we go a little bit south and cross, if it Can you? Does it sound? Does the spell do anything with sound?
Yeah, it makes us silent.
Oh, it's worth a shot. I'll
Can you
follow your
cast
lead.
Pass Without a Trace if you're casting it?
Oh, Jesus. Guess I'll do it like right on. No, what the hell did I do?
Feel a
shot.
Sorry, see from messing.
We still roll, I think, and we get +10, right? I think that's what it is. They
Yep.
did it in
So-
Critical Role.
Yeah, so everyone roll a stealth check.
You have to go
Whatever you get a +10 to it.
Good, because I
17.
And you said you're going to the south, Amanda?
Wherever Monty said. But yeah, I think.
31.
Wow.
Nice.
14. Love that for me.
All right, so you're going to the south, so I'll start moving you guys down here. Are you just circling like down to the south here?
Probably
Yeah, I was trying to
crossing
pull
at
out,
a
like, this-
small point,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this ball point. So I don't know, about
or
the
like
ruins
through here.
But I
Yeah.
was basically trying to go this way around.
Okay.
That's what I was pointing out to Val, who I'm sure at this point we're more following her than anything because she's channeling
Yeah.
magic around us.
So I assume Pass Without a Trace follows you. It only makes sense.
Yeah,
Radiant
no, they
Media.
used it in Critical Role like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you guys move up to here without issue. Zafrina, you still hear the munching. If anyone else wants to try to hear the munching, feel free to make a perception check. But when you go to cross the water, you are going to have to make another stealth check to make it across the
My
water.
perception's just broke. My perception's so broke. I can't roll perception.
Wow.
Yes, we just don't know.
Velvira, you
Can't hear shit.
Velvira, you hear the munching as well. Monty, I'll actually give you advantage because you have eyesight up there too, and no one else does. So you're
I see a
using
dead
two
body.
senses.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a 1. A 9.
I see the dead man.
You still don't see shit though.
It's so funny.
Velvira,
Our
you-
fucking rolls are so bad with
Look
that.
at his
Velvira.
little face. Look at the little
Hannah's
frogman.
discovering bullywugs. Velvira, you hear the munching now, and it's just wet and
Slopped
the
up.
occasional, yeah, it's slopped up. It's all sloppy. All right, if you guys are going to cross the water and continue that way, give me another stealth check.
I don't want to.
You have a +10.
Oh,
I think we still keep the +10, right?
19, baby.
Yeah, you still keep that.
That's stealthy.
13.
17 because I rolled a frickin' 2. Unbelievable.
I need a. What's Tana's stealth? Oh, you all have +10, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't matter then. You're good. All right, so you.
I still don't see shit.
You guys make your way.
Oh.
What's Dragonborn's vision? They really don't have good vision? That makes sense, kind of.
Oh, Fi can see up there too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see that. All right, you guys make your way across the water, and you with that magic going around you, your steps in the water and the muck and stuff like that. You're able to traverse it slowly, but it minimizes the sound coming from it. And you get to about here. Again, if you guys want to try to hear, you can. Monty and Fi, you can make your checks at advantage because you can also
It's not
see
gonna
up there.
work. I know you want. I know what you want. It's not gonna work. I can't roll. Oh, okay. I rolled 2 18s.
I rolled a 1
You
and a
with a 0.
Nothing.
You rolled. Oh well, you rolled at advantage, so
Yeah,
you
I
got
did.
a 12.
No, yeah. I just thought it was funny that it's 0s.
You notice, Monty, you don't directly see what you see up there, and you start to hear the munching a little bit, but you notice that Monty keys in on something, and you notice munching right there. Is
Oh,
Yeah.
that is.
munching on the intestines right now as they just fall to the ground, but it hasn't noticed you. And are you guys continuing on this way?
What is
Um,
that?
What are we seeing, guys? What
I was
is
gonna say, what's the
You
problem?
don't
'Cause I
wanna
fucking
know.
Shit.
What is it?
I can't remember what its name is, but I definitely
You can
understand. I
make
see
a
the icon.
you can make a nature check.
Can I see it, Travis?
You can see it, yeah. You can make a nature check if you want to
you go.
know what it
It's
is.
starting to roll. It's starting to come around.
Let's just see if Fi knows it too. Monty definitely does.
What is
We
it?
switched
Is it
places.
something?
You got my rolls. Enjoy.
Is it a cool animal I could shift into?
Monty, you recognize it as a ghoul, and you know that it eats corpses.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Yeah,
It's
not
not.
good. It's a ghoul.
A ghoul. Oh, a
Yeah,
ghoul.
they usually like crips, but this one likes bullfrogs. It's got
Lean into
a couple of
Monty
them over there.
Cool.
What? You don't want to attack me. They're dealing my
Oh, you
like.
think it's one too.
Yeah,
Might not get in
Sabrina, don't
combat
attack
here,
him.
but my cat's gonna get in combat with me. Roll initiative. Jesus Christ.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, you're blind. If you guys are continuing though, I need one more stealth check to bypass these fully.
Oh no. Do we still get plus 10?
Yep, that
It's an
pass
hour.
without a
You
trace.
need it though.
Goes for an hour.
30.
Yay.
Well, 35.
Dude.
I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know why
Ruin
I'm
it.
rolling. Plus
Don't
10
ruin
on
it.
two
Oh
crits.
my god.
What do we got here? Hold on.
13. That's not that high.
Bye. Fucking.
Barry, why did you,
You got it. It's like cooties. You fucking got it.
You guys are fine.
Enjoy.
I am no longer friends with Monty. I don't know him.
Yeah, so you guys continue onward as the sound of munching slowly recedes from your brain.
Never got to see what it was.
You want what it was?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm logging. I have the. Hold on. Let me look at the Twitch. There's nothing
No.
on the Twitch.
Do
Here,
not
yeah, because I moved them.
Kyla?
There you go.
He just moves him right next to us.
What the fuck?
Wait, Hannah, this is the bullywug.
I know he's so cute.
That's so cute.
Travis, I just want to let you know I've already pulled him up. That same little dude, and he is a handsome boy.
All right, but yeah, you guys continue onward. You don't have to like go off path too much. I feel like this is the first time in D&D where we've used spells to avoid an encounter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
which is awesome.
That is an awesome
Monty,
spell.
Monty
That
wants
plus,
to be brave, and I'm like, nah.
that plus 10 is...
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
insane.
I remember it in Critical Role because at one point Mercer was like, "Are you guys like still?" He's like, "Yeah, it lasts an hour." He was just like they were like
It does,
chilling
it
about
lasts
it
an
for
hour. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that spell's awesome. All right, if Ariane's going to get something, I'm going to take this chance to pee real quick.
Yep.
I'm going to activate just this. I wish I had a zoomed in map of Mir. That's what I should
Guys,
have done.
don't look up Bullywug because
Why, did they break your heart?
they are adorable.
It's not spoilers because they're not in this. Look up Bullywug Knight. I think it's actually from Critical Role because I'm pretty sure it's from
Vox.
the Wild Mount.
Oh well. No.
And look at the art of it, Hannah.
Bullywug Knight?
Yeah.
Hold on. I didn't bring up anything. Oh,
Oh,
look at
maybe-
him with the scar on his face.
Oh, maybe no. It's Wild Beyond Witchlight. That's not Critical Role, right? That's the
no,
new
that's
one,
the
right?
new one, yeah. Actually, the Fey one.
All right. Yeah, I'll be right back. Sir.
Guys, look at his little feet. Look at his little feet.
Little feeties.
Little feet. All right, I gotta pee too.
Little feeties.
Oh, but it's here. Now I'm wondering if Bullywug's a playable race. DMG, so not technically.
Bullywug.
Bullywug.
That
Oh, I thought I fully ripped the bag.
Guac chips.
Walk chips. I would like to thank our future sponsor. Wow. Sponsor.
Sponsor.
Tortillas.
Tortilla.
Guac chips.
Oh yeah, that is a good one. That one has a lot more wet than I'm currently describing it to.
Wet.
Yeah, but it's really zoomed out too, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true. I'll pin this because it feels apt.
Out of all the ones I saw, that was the only one that was like really worthwhile.
By Monty Zafrino all kicking Val. Travis suplex.
The best
Literally,
is that
I
she looks
can't-
at you like, "Help me," and then suplex.
Literally, I can't believe how every roll had to go wrong to put Vel in the situation where she sank that much.
None of us are seeing shit.
Starting to. Rolls were turning around a little bit
And I
there.
got the bad juju rolls now.
As soon as you said the ground was sinking, I'm like, this motherfucker.
It's funny because that's another instance I never even put like the
No, I thought you
connection.
did it on purpose. That
Yeah.
was funny. And then the clearing, I was like,
Celtics won, Trev.
Did that? Holy shit. Did Tatum actually recover and be good?
I didn't look at like
Tatum?
box score, but they were winning from like half on it. It looked like I was
Oh my
kept on
God,
checking
what the
ESPN.
The Heat had a 9-point second quarter.
Yeah.
It was 95-78.
They actually played defense.
I guess so.
Frog is great.
Bullywug.
Fucking
my God, I
suplex. I love that meme.
I was building it while we were RPing. I was like, I gotta get this done.
It's so true. As soon as you got the 4 and you were like, oh no. That's fine. That's fine. We'll be okay. You guys ever forget to buy toilet paper? Is that a thing most normal adults do? Good. Okay.
all the fucking time.
We haven't had tissues in like 5 months.
I always
Oh,
go to the dollar store across the street to get it because it's like because I'll forget and I'll just go there and grab.
I've found my brain works best with a list. So if I have stuff I need to do or stuff I need, I've started just making lists in my notes app and putting a little checkbox. So I just have a shared list with Ariana now that's just things we need. And it's like tissues. There was a glass top stove cleaner on there. I need whitening mouthwash so that coffee stops staining my teeth for a wedding.
Oh, who cares?
Well,
We'll see if it helps. You just
you
dump in
realize
Red Bull
when
now?
they like take our pictures that they like whiten your teeth, right?
Yeah, they'll fucking
Oh, that's awesome.
post. Yeah, they'll.
I don't need
They
to
edit
did
take
it.
that
care-
with our engagement photos.
I don't
Pretty
need
sure
to
my
take-
teeth are whitened.
I don't need to take care of my teeth then.
Yeah, I think even my uncle fucking did the
Bud.
editing and everything too, and he didn't, didn't even pay him.
All right, guys, I got Red Bull, got some French onion dip, and some chips. I'm ready to go.
Oh, I'm so jealous of that French onion dip.
I think Starbucks paid for it.
Why they got French onion dip?
We did that set till 1:30, so Ruben and I went and got some snacks.
Oh,
This was
Hannah,
what was left
these
over.
are the. You haven't tried these, right? Next time you come, I'll make sure to have a bag
Are those
Wow.
because they
guacamole ones?
Yeah.
Have you tried the blue corn ones?
Those
I
are
love the
also
blue
good. All their
ones, too.
chips are
Yeah.
good
Those are
too.
so
I
good.
love all their shit.
I don't
I
have
like the
them down here.
Catalina ones that are like Doritos.
Yeah, those ones are really good.
Catalina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally are
Oh.
Doritos.
I guess I didn't really read the name on it. I thought it was Cantana.
No, it is Cantana.
Caliente.
I'm saying
Oh, it is.
I work with Mac shit too
the
much.
fucking
to-
Catalina wine mixer.
I don't know.
I'm thinking of Mac OS Catalina. What I'm saying.
I did that too well. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
That shit's so good though.
Yeah, those ones are really good.
As you guys continue on past the sound of munching recedes from sight as you feel like you're safe, but Velvira still has that pass without a trace going as of right now. You continue on walking through these ruins, and it's just like the foundation of ruins for the most part. There's the occasional like wall and shit like that. And as you continue onwards, you come across a like a big stone like hut that's like made of really thick stone, and you can tell that it's like a burial tomb.
Huh. Would this be the rock formation? And I'm gonna go back to looking at the map. Is it that?
They don't look similar.
Is it like
Just asking the group.
is it like a tomb that goes underground, or is it like one of those tombs that are like stand
You know
up
when
like
you
the
look-
big cubes?
Yeah, do you know like when you look at a graveyard and there's all the graves, and then there's those like stone ones with like the door?
Yeah,
Like-
that's right. Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
standing ones. Like
Yeah,
those are
Bruce
the name I
Wayne's
can't
parents were
remember.
in the Batman movie.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's one of those.
Mausoleum.
That's how I remember.
Probably
it.
is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Listen to more My Chemical Romance.
But yeah, you come across a mausoleum like towards the end of all these structures and stuff that's still standing, but in bad shape.
Sabrina, why don't you go check that out? That looks nice and safe.
She eats a whole avocado that she found in the swamp.
Well, I don't hear anything, and I don't see anything. Not like I can see far anyway, but I can go check it out. I think.
I'm
Just gonna,
gonna
like,
be
a joke.
as she like walks
walk over there.
as she walks by me. I'm like, gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure that's where the ghoul came from.
Just like whip my head. I'm like, what?
It was a joke. And I still think that we're invisible. So maybe we should keep going.
I think
I
you
mean,
should let
does
her
any-
open it up. She's trying to be brave. You should let her be brave.
Do you want to be brave with her?
No, I already did my brave moment.
You were brave.
Thank you.
You don't think there's any mud in there, do you?
No, but there's a high chance of ghouls.
I will say you do see that it's closed right now.
Yeah,
I'm
Zafrina,
gonna-
you're gonna want to open the door.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
but
up. I'm gonna walk up to the door. And I'm gonna do that. To like lightly touch the handle. Oh, you can't see my hands. I'm gonna do like one of these, like one of the, like if you're touching a doorknob because you think there's like a fire behind the door.
Checking to see if it's hot.
Like lightly, like petting it.
Yeah, so as you
I'm
like,
not finished.
Is she petting the turtle?
Tell him.
Looks like it.
I think my death might be coming. I'm just gonna like take a really deep breath in. Gonna grab the door. I'm gonna fling the door open. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna fucking sprint back to the group.
as you go to fling the door open, you just hear as a padlock that's holding the door locked shut just like bangs as you try to fling it open.
I'm gonna look around the area to see if anything heard that loud noise.
You don't notice anything significant around. You see like a little snake
Draw my
slither.
sword.
Do you want some of this?
Just swipe at the. Whoa, snake.
It's locked from the inside?
The padlock was on. Well, you guys don't. Zafrina would have seen it if she didn't just.
She was too nervous.
She was too busy petting the doorknob.
Monty,
Try to describe the
question.
door to her. She tells me to shut the fuck up.
You said the ghoul came from there.
Well,
Can
ghouls...
Can they open doors?
No, not necessarily. I was kind of
Well, this
making
one's
a little bit of a
closed.
joke on Safrina. But, I mean, ghouls do come from, like... I mean, they're the corpses of previous humans. So...
I would say if it's locked, probably for a good thing. Probably shouldn't mess with it. Can just keep going.
I mean, does anyone have lockpicks? I'm pretty good.
Anything in my inventory that's like thin.
Do we have any lockpicks out of all of us? I don't know
think
if
I
any of
do.
us actually have a thieves kit.
I have a
No.
crowbar.
Yeah, Tana has a crowbar too.
I have.
I have a crowbar. Let's see. We
I have
got
a hammer.
3 crowbars, 2 hammers. We can
Why do you
really
have
fuck the
3
door up.
crowbars?
I also have.
I'm saying
5
as a
crowbars.
I'm
Why
saying
do you
as a group.
Oh wait, no, I only have one.
Oh.
Sorry, I was looking at my bonus action column. Well, I have 5 incense sticks.
I don't think that's gonna work. I'm good with a lockpick, but I need an actual lockpick. I mean, we could try the crowbar. I'm kind of interested, to be honest with you.
I take my crowbar out and I hand it over to Monty.
Grabs it.
Safrina,
Walks over.
Could I see that incense?
Sure, I give them to her.
I might have to do it.
Okay, you do that. I'll change mine.
Are you giving all the incense to her?
No, I'm giving 1.
Monty, are you going up?
I need some of the incense.
Yeah, I'm going
What
up
do
to
you-
the lock with the crowbar.
Are you just what are you like? How are you doing it?
I'm gonna go up to the door. The crowbar is just, I mean, the lock is like on like the corner, like a normal lock. Like there's like a thing and then there's a padlock.
Yeah, so it's like a door. And when Zafrina opened it, the door like opens because that handle itself isn't locked,
Yeah,
and it pushed open. But there's like the little flap thing that comes from the door, and it's locked down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
With a
under the flat thing and try to break that off instead of actually going for the lock. Probably because I'm get Monty's head that's been there for a while, so the brick part, or
Kyla?
whatever it's on, like the stone part, will be. Yeah, she's mad at me.
Shut up, fella.
Just ignore her.
Elvira, I gave you a stick of incense in your inventory.
Thank you.
Monty,
Find a hair tie.
crowbar
She lost.
gives you advantage, right?
Yeah. Fucking
Give me a strength check at advantage.
My
love
favorite
it.
is her like looking at his hands as he's moving them
Yeah.
and realizing there's no goddamn hair tie in the hands.
Can it be athletics?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Just means you need to grow it out again. More hair ties around.
Oh wait, advantage.
Yes.
That was worse.
And
I
I
don't know
help.
what you did with it, Kyla.
You like jam down with the crowbar, and the little metal flap that's holding it locked like bends, but everything stays in place. It's just now bent.
I have like a foot up on like the wall, and I'm like, oh, and I'm just getting aggravated. I'm like, oh, come on, Monty. You got this.
Take a step back. Take a breath. Try again.
Wipes the sweat.
You got this.
Armpits are a little bit sweaty. He's trying to hide it. You're brave. You're strong. You ate
Rolls
some
a one.
pie, and he's gonna shove it in and try one more time.
All right, give me another check.
What?
At
Pie
advantage.
sweat.
I sweat.
This time, when you do it, you like just pop it off, and the padlock just like rips right off the door as it just like pops open. And it's like a stone door, so it doesn't like swing like a crazy amount, but it like just like creaks open like halfway.
He falls
Oh,
on his ass. He's oh.
You
Did it.
said stone door. It reminds me of the stone door that was left out in the rain.
Don't bring that shit up.
No, don't bring that shit up. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Don't bring him up ever again.
I'm gonna hold.
I
the
remember
crowbar-
that voice just
I'm
in
gonna
case.
hold the crowbar up in the air, and I did it.
Wow.
And just look around.
You are 6 feet tall and super strong, huh?
Puts his arms
I'm
up. They're
dead.
just lanky.
Just string bean.
I don't know who gave me the crowbar. Was it Yuffie? There you go. And he's gonna. No, go ahead.
Did you want to go in there, or were you just opening the door?
No, I want to go in. Have anything? I'm going to. Is it dark in there, Trev?
Yeah, but you have dark vision, so you can see a decent amount. It's not crazy big, so you can see everything around the room. It's like 10 feet by 10 feet. Actually, 10 feet by 15 feet, like deep. And what you see in the middle is you see a coffin, pretty much, but it's like open top casket, and you see a skeleton laying inside, and it's like laying like this, and it has something in its hands. Give me a perception check to see what else you see.
I like how it just falls onto the map and just lands on 3. It doesn't even roll. It's just like, go fuck yourself, Bear.
So you look around the rest of the room, and you can tell that there are shelves on either side as well, and there's stuff on the shelves, but you can't really make out exactly what they are.
I'm going to walk in.
All right, where are you going when you walk in?
I'm gonna go to the skeleton. The only thing I can see was the skeleton with the thing in his hand, and I'm gonna just, when I get closer, try to see specifically what that thing is.
Yep. So you go up to it, and you see what appears to be a stick, but it's a pretty nice looking stick. Can you give me an Arcana check?
Stick.
Good stick.
Oh,
They're back.
I will give you. They're holding a stick. You think it's a wand.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was kind of going with. Tell her what the fuck. Well, a wand. You guys coming in, or is it just gonna be me?
Can I light it? I have a torch. Can I light that?
Yep. Yeah, so if you're just going to strike a torch lit and walk in there.
I'll follow in with a torch as well.
Yeah, so you walk in and you illuminate the rest of the room, and you see a skeleton that's clearly been there forever. And it's holding a stick in its hand. Both of you make Arcana checks to see if you know what a wand is and what kind.
Do I have to? Can I roll something different?
Nope. It's a magical nature.
You'll roll better than me, don't worry.
A nice
Oh, you rolled a 21 on your torch. That scared me. Yeah, you both know that it's a wand, but you don't know it looks like a wand. Beyond that, though, as the light gleams throughout the burial mausoleum, like fucking My Chemical Romance, you see that along the shelves on the side, there's just gold. There's gold, silver, and copper, just all strewn about, just a lot of money all strewn about in bags. There's that wand in his hand, in the skeleton's hand. It's also wearing a golden necklace of some kind, and wearing golden bracers. And then there's also a golden mug, a copper mug up on one of the shelves as well.
Safrina's just looking at all the gold that is on the skeleton and reminiscing to herself of the gold that she had before her parents told her to get the fuck out and experience the real world. So she's contemplating taking it.
What are you grabbing?
just
All
looks
the
at
gold.
Travis.
I mean, you're gonna have trouble scooping it all up in one go. But if you want to start collecting it and going around the room,
Yeah.
I'll let other people do stuff while you start just going fuck you.
I want that.
All right, what's everyone else doing? Zafrina just shoots for the gold, and she's starting to scoop handfuls into a bag.
I'm looking at the necklace to see if there's insignia on it or anything that would give me more information on what this skeleton is, because he's wearing gold. He seems more prominent than a normal skeleton.
Yeah, so when you lift up the necklace, are you grabbing it?
No, right now I'm
Or
using
just-
my sword to like lift it up, like, and look at it with my just my vision.
All right, so yeah, you look at it and it looks like it's just like engraved with like almost flowers and stuff. Can you give me a perception check? But it's like a gold chain and it's just like a round circular amulet. And with that 13, you can also see something sticking out the right side a little bit. Looks almost like a button.
I'm gonna take the necklace off of the skeleton.
You're like snapping it off, or are you trying to?
I'm like with my sword holding it up and like with my hand trying to like take it off with keeping it intact.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check to see if you're able to finagle that thing off. Yeah, you easily like reach around and you see like the little like thingy that connects the necklace, and you just unbutton it, and now you just have the necklace in your hand, and you can see the button.
Oh, you unbutton it, eh?
So it has a button to the side and it's like a normal trinket with leaves on it.
Yeah, it's like leaves and flowers, that sort of thing.
Can I tell if it's magical at all?
Give me an Arcana check. Ooh, you can
Finally.
tell it's not magical at all.
Okay. Okay. I put it in my pocket. I'll let someone else go. As I'm like kinda looking at that.
What's everyone else doing as Zafrina is making her way across one of the shelves, and she's at the like halfway mark right now?
I'm just gonna poke around the room and like just like inspect the walls and see if there's anything like living in between the cracks, like any kind of root sticking out.
Yeah, so it's stayed pretty well preserved, and there's no roots or anything. If you want to give me a perception check. So you see, as you're looking throughout, you see in common an engraving like up above the skeleton, like in the wall, and it says "A tomb for a knight," and it says Wyman the Humble.
When I'm like collecting all my gold, do I come across anything?
So far, you've just come across gold. On the other side, there was that one copper. Can't think of the name of it. What'd I say? Chalice.
I want that.
So are you gonna stop and head over to the other side?
Yep.
Are you just scooping in, or are you looking at it?
I mean, I've been looking at it because if it's not nice, I'm not gonna. I got a limited bag. Okay, I can't fit everything in it.
Yeah. So you see a copper chalice, and it's like has silver embroidered all around like the side of it. It's called filigree, apparently. I googled that. But there's like a nice pattern all around it. It's a pretty nice chalice.
I'd be like, ooh, I like that. I'm gonna slip it in my bag. I'm gonna go over to Phi, and I'm gonna
Outside.
take my. Huh?
I'm outside.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave the building, and I'm gonna go to Phi, and be like, hey, I need you to do me a favor.
What?
I'm gonna give you this bag, right? I need you to take that into your pendant thingy so I can get more gold from inside. So we can house all the golds in there. I'll split it with you 95% to 5%. I think that's a
You're-
good idea.
Taking gold from this dead man?
Yeah, he's dead. What's he gonna do with it?
Everyone was fine with you taking this gold?
Who's gonna stop me? I spit acid.
I just take
What,
the
you think
bag
the
and I
little- you think the little
put it on the ground.
It's gonna stop me?
pull 3 feet. As I'm sitting there with Tana's just staring at you, growling.
Let's be all honest, Tana would suplex you. That's what would happen. She would try to
Yeah.
suplex you.
Roll for suplex.
So you gotta do it?
I put it on the ground next to me.
I take my bag off and I give it to you, and I'm gonna empty it on the ground. So I need the bag to go back inside to get the rest of the gold.
And silver and copper.
Yeah, well, whatever. Then we're gonna go back inside the building and then get more of the fucking gold.
As she
Get all of
walks in, I'm gonna be walking out. I don't know, Vel, if you're in there, I'm gonna be walking out, like probably with you.
Yeah. I would have probably walked over and then just told you what was written above.
What was written above?
Oh. A tomb for a knight. Wyman the Humble?
Do I know anything about that as a bard? I haven't been to lore school yet.
Nah.
Damn it. Alright,
It's just an ancient name, so there's not like crazy. But you've never heard a song of it.
yeah, as we're walking out, I go, I usually don't do this, but I took the necklace from him. I don't know why, but I was going to give it to you. It looked like it was druid nature to me. But if you don't
Why
want
druid?
it has like leaves, like some kind of design on the front. So maybe I just don't. I feel like it's sitting in there makes no sense. It should be, at least if you don't want it, it should go to Waterdeep and sort of be part of the history. Let this person's
I would love
talisman
it.
be told. But he pulls it out and hands it over to you.
As I take it, I have a question though.
Yeah.
Why would someone who goes by the name Wyman the Humble be buried with this much wealth? Does that seem weird?
In my profession, I mean, I'm new to it, but it always seems that people's titles are the opposite of what they were in life, and he was probably a greedy person.
Oh, that doesn't seem right.
I did want to, maybe there is a wand in there. I don't know if anyone, I haven't noticed if anyone uses one, but I mean, you, Fee, and Zafrina might, if you're interested in that. I didn't feel right taking that. The necklace spoke to me, but I mean, I could maybe bring it up to Fee.
Belle's gonna be standing in the door with Monty and like take a look at the wand. I could tell her about it.
Yeah. As we walk over, Fee, do you ever use like a wand before?
No.
There's one in there with that skeleton. I mean, I didn't want to take too much. I took the necklace because I felt like it was wasted in there. At least have someone like Vel's gonna take it. Looks like it's druid in nature to me, but there's it definitely looks like a wand to me. So I don't know if that interests you. I mean,
I think Safrina's
yeah,
wiping the place dry,
she's-
so I mean.
she's robbing the shit out of him. But I mean,
If
that gold's not really gonna go anywhere, so I don't necessarily.
you want it, you can take it.
I mean, I'm not one for a wand. I like my. He taps his sword. Got my sword and my instruments. But
I'll take it.
you want me to get it for you?
Sure.
And he'll lightly jog back like an excited kid.
While you're saying that, as Monty is, doing his little jog to the door, you just see Safrina walk out. Her fucking bag is just stuffed full of gold, like all the way to the brim. And she walks out and she has the wand in her hand. And
The
she's like,
eating drink.
"Dang, look what I
Oh, the wand.
Zafrina, make an Arcana check.
got!" No!
Oh wait, you already made one, right?
Yeah.
Never mind. JK.
I know it's not magical. Because that's what you said.
No, I said you think it's a wand. You know it's a wand.
Yeah, and you said it.
I think it was the amulet. I think it was the amulet.
No, Barry was the one that.
I did the amulet.
That reminds me. Velvira, did you look at the amulet at all?
No.
Do you want to?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it's a golden amulet. Monty undid the chain, so the chain's undone right now, but it's embroidered with like flowers and stuff like that, and you notice that it has like a little button on the side.
Button. Who's got the button?
Button.
Before I get to the necklace, I'm gonna reach back into my bag and take out the incense that Zafrina gave me, and I'm gonna hand it to Fi, or just hold it out to Fi. Could you?
The lights. Could you hear my pink? Because that was the best part.
No.
And then I like hold it to the incense.
As she lights it, I'm just gonna like rub it in my hair and just try to get the scent like all over me to get the yucky bog muck smell off. And then I'm gonna push the button on the necklace.
So as you push the button on the necklace, it like clicks open, and inside you see the portrait of a woman who has brown hair and brown eyes, and it's just like a normal portrait of a woman. But
And
there's
it's
also
Maria.
like a little, almost like a little clip holding a little folded up piece of paper.
I will grab the folded piece of paper and open it and read it.
All right, when you open up the folded piece of paper, you see a poem before you, and it says,
Oh no.
what?
She's pulling out her notebook. She's ready to solve the
It
math
says,
equation that this puzzle's.
"A million stars up in the sky, one shines brighter, I can't deny. A love so precious, a love so true, a love that comes from me to you." And it has a little hyphen, and it says MB.
Maria.
MB tractor and equipment. We're best beat, second to none. MB.
MB.
That's all I got down.
So Maria is in fact a lesbian. This is perfect for Sabrina's, what she wanted to hear. Perfect. So 1 million.
Where did you get that conclusion?
Yeah, lesbian.
You realize
It
we
was
found
a
that
man.
amulet on a dead guy, right?
That's a man.
But there is a picture of a woman who
It's
has
Maria,
brown
though,
hair
isn't
and brown eyes. Maria had blonde hair and green eyes.
But
Hair
no one
dye
said
doesn't
it was
exist.
that Maria, though. Maria, fuck
Don't.
Maria, I get it.
Don't ruin this for me, okay?
While you're having a moment, I'm gonna snag that wand out of your hand.
1 million stars in the sky.
I'm gonna try to steal
you said
the wand
one
from
is-
her.
It's just a love
is
poem,
my
my friend.
Trap, that will be
Send
my
it to you.
intention.
One is
Yeah, you can.
right, so it's
If
the sun.
she's very distracted, so I think you grab it just fine.
Don't throw numbers at her. You should know better.
Oops.
So it's the sun.
Keep going.
The sun. I don't remember the rest of it.
You almost got it.
Sun. Where's the poem?
Is there a handout for this poem?
Nah, it's just I'll put text in Discord.
Thank you.
1 million stars up in the sky. One shines brighter. I can't deny. The sun. A love so precious. A love so true. A love that comes from me to you. So it's just love, apparently.
Hmm.
Love is just burning eternally. That's what sun does until it explodes.
Did you put the initials too?
MB.
You really are that Charlie meme.
I was gonna post the GIF. GIF?
Fucking Pepe Sylvia.
Why are you giving us poems if they don't mean anything?
Sometimes a flower is just a flower, and the best thing it can do is die.
So you want my character to die?
Wow.
Say that.
Can I
Wow.
look at the wand as I walk back to Fee with it to see?
I like puzzles.
I'll let you have a perception check on it. You've already tried to identify its magical nature, right? Because you did an Arcana check, right?
No, I only did an Arcana check on
Oh, you did on the pendant. Okay, yeah, you can Arcana check the wand then.
MB.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Basket.
you look at it, and as you're looking at it, you see some glyphs in it, and you recognize the glyphs as magic missile.
Fuck. I'm like thinking about no. I could hold on to this. No. I'll walk it. Being a good character, you're just giving all the good stuff. Hey. No, I bring it up to you, and I go, this is pretty powerful. The glyph right here, and I point it out to her, as she is a warlock and gets her abilities from people, doesn't understand magic as well as me.
Mansplaining the wand.
Yeah, I have my legs crossed like Sam as I mansplain that this
The one leg up.
magic missile. At least I can tell it will do magic missile, and that's a very powerful spell. So here you go.
You can have it.
No.
I just got a bunch of down here. I just got a bunch of spells from my friend back home.
I'm
you
not
can
a wand
keep this.
person. I'm a singing person. You're more of a cannon, and multiple shots seems way better for you. No, take it.
A cannon.
Really?
If you ever want to use it, let me know.
Yeah.
And I
maybe
just
one time I'll
fucking
shoot it at something.
take all the shit and I wrap it all up. And I don't know how I keep getting all these straps, but I keep getting them. Don't ask questions you don't want to know.
A bandolier of random trinkets.
Well,
I look at Safrina.
I put it in your inventory.
You've got that bag, but you also have all of this on the ground. How do you expect to take multiple trips, or?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna give you this bag that's full. You're gonna go in, then you're gonna come out. You're gonna take this gold, and you're gonna go back in, and then you're gonna come out, and then it's all in there. And now we're rich.
Can't I only do it once?
Boom.
I don't remember your feature. Was it just once?
Come in,
I think it's once
and
per
out of
long
it any
rest, right?
time.
I think it's just once per
As
long
an
rest.
action, you can magically vanish. So
Features.
while you guys are figuring this out, Monty
you
went back
can't
and
enter
grabbed
until you finish a long rest. It's once a long
Yeah,
rest.
so I can only go in once.
All right, so you're gonna take this full bag. You're gonna go in there.
Well, do you have another bag to put the rest of the gold in so I can go in once with 2 bags?
So I can paint what's on the ground here as well. You do see gold pieces among it, and you see like a lot of silver pieces too. But there's also a shit ton of copper pieces. Like I'd say the vast majority. Yeah, it wasn't all
She
gold.
was like,
Like
I'm rich.
there was definitely gold in there, but the vast majority is silver, and the even more majority is copper.
All right, well, I'm gonna take the rest of the gold that's on the ground and just fucking jam it into my bag to give to 5.
Yes, Velvira.
The irony of this dragonborn with her little shitty pile, her treasure trove of gold.
Like her Ford. So you're pocketing all the gold you see?
Yeah,
You get
Just
60
the gold?
that's fucking it.
Yep.
That's it.
All I got.
How much
Not
was
worth
it?
At all.
60 gold.
Well,
Oh, that's a lot.
more than I have 47.
But there is still a shit ton of silver and copper on the ground.
I'll fucking
Monty
eat that.
went and got the bracers because he wasn't gonna just. We already
Does-
emptied it, so he's gonna
right.
literally come out with the bracers on and be like, "I couldn't help myself."
They're golden bracers, and they have like a similar like floral pattern on them engraved into them.
Look at me, I'm floral as fuck.
Hey, we could match. And
Does
I
anyone-
will put the necklace on.
We're like a team.
Yeah.
Does anyone have another bag to put the rest of this in?
You can use
I'd
some
like
of my
to-
flour bag. He'll slop it down. We haven't taken a rest yet, so there's still flour in it, but I'll sift through it later.
I'll just scoop what I can into the bag. Does anybody have anything else they want me to hold on to?
I'll just say I'll take like the silver part and like.
Anna's gonna throw up her pig leg bone.
So how much silver
No.
was Trev?
No, Tana, that's not going in there.
Trying to do math.
Push it down.
Conversion
Oh.
rate. What is it? 10.
This is why I normally just do all gold, because it's such a pain in the ass to try to
Yeah.
figure out.
Sticks the bone up under her cowboy hat for later to gnaw on like a dog.
They'll never know.
That's not
my
so bad.
leftovers.
What's this bag that you have? Was
My
it
bag?
just yeah?
It's my pouch.
All right, if I'm doing my math correctly, so there is 1,100 silver pieces and 2,400 copper pieces, which oh, I lost my train of thought.
How many silver pieces?
1,100. I'm trying to figure out like the
So
weight of coin. So
Yeah, I mean,
50 coin weighs a pound.
yeah.
There's 3,500 total pieces. So if I divide that by 50,
Who's the funny math?
there's
1,100.
70 pounds of silver and copper here.
I can hold 1,100 silver pieces. I'm good. I'm
All
at
right.
84 out of 120, so I'm not.
Yeah, so you just scoop all the silver pieces, and now there's just a pile of copper pieces just on the ground.
What is coming with me into my amulet? Because anything?
All my stuff right here. All this.
Can you not hold on to it?
That 60 gold pieces isn't a crazy amount. Like, you can put that in your coin pouch and be fine.
Oh my god.
Never mind. Okay, well, I thought it was like gold shit, like gold fucking cups and fucking shit like that, not like coins. So that's why I was like, fuck, I gotta get everything in here.
Listen, you're not in the Cave of Wonders, my friend.
Did I ask?
Travel.
Your name's not a booth.
I'm
For
gonna be
now.
rich and beautiful, and you are gonna be poor and ugly, and I said what I said.
Why don't you tell my dad that?
For now, for the bracers, Trav,
Your
I
dad
put
beats you. What
like
are you
I
even
put like
talking
some
about?
bracers
Pretty
in the
rich.
picture, and I just named it gold floral bracers.
Go fool.
Yeah, that works.
Gold floral. And it's the
Gold
weight that it
floral.
was. It could be heavier or whatever. And I just put
No,
silver gold
a
on it
pound's
because
good.
I haven't really like looked into it. So I'm just wearing them.
Some bracers.
Wow. Did we figure out the coin conspiracy?
Yeah, I got all of it. All 60 pieces.
Well, what about the copper? Is that taken care of?
Can I take the copper too then? Listen, I got no copper and no silver. What's E?
That's a.
You would be encumbered if you took all the copper.
Electrum.
Yeah, I want all that copper then.
You'd be
I
encumbered,
don't
so
even know what that
you'd.
means.
I don't remember encumbered rules.
It's like half your movement.
Oh, I don't. Can split that? Yeah, give me half of it.
I can
Alright,
take some.
So you pick up 1,400 copper and you just scoop it in your bag, and there's 1,000 left on the ground.
I'll take it.
God, I'm fucking.
Let's go
rich.
ahead and add. I want to say rich.
Really, I have 107 gold pieces. What do you call
Wow.
that? What do you call that?
Rich.
Hannah, 1,000 would put you at encumbered as well. But you can take 500 of it.
You guys have a lot of stuff in your backs. You should be an entertainer.
I really
like
do.
me. We don't have anything. We have some clothing.
I put the 500 in your inventory, Hannah. If you don't want it, just drop it. But there's 500 copper still remaining on the ground.
I'll just let Tana carry it. Have
was
Tana
about to
just
say.
walk over and just lug it.
I'm just
into
gonna
her.
start scooping up
Paw
the
it.
rest.
Do you want it, Velvira?
No.
Tana's going to take that as pig meat. Future pig meat. All right, you guys scoop up all the money from this
We'll get
tomb.
the fuck out of
You're-
that tomb.
You're now Laura Croft, your Tomb Raiders.
We did it.
Yes.
Fuck that dead guy.
All right, what are you guys doing? You cleaned out this tomb?
Well, the map. Just keep going, right?
Yeah. Just keep following them out.
Let's go then. Got these bracers. I'm ready for anything to come at me.
Belvira's gonna march off with her newly incensed muddy clothes.
All right. You guys, when was the last survival check I had you do? I think it was that crit, right? So, Velvira, can you give me another survival check as you continue on following the path? At advantage too. Sorry.
Oh.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Oh, we go.
All right. Yeah. So you continue on down the path, and you're still following this path with no issue. And you continue on going and going until you come to a vast span of water ahead of you, with a single log going across it. And when you look around, like it's gonna take like a decent detour to get around it.
Is the log floating by us, or is it just like?
So the log's like floating in the water, like in front of you. It's a pretty big log, like maybe like 3 feet wide. But there's just a vast of water in front of you with like stones sticking up and like other like smaller logs like floating in the water.
Well, I'm pretty long, so I'm decently quick. I could probably jump over to it, and then we could try to make a system to get other people to me, so I can like help grab you and bring you on. The detour seems like it would be pretty long.
Did you want to use my rope to pull it over?
All the spotters to make your perception checks as well. I forgot about that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can get over there, and then we could throw me the rope. It's just easier than tying it around it would be tough in the water.
Yeah, you would get wet.
Like, I'm pretty confident in my, like, leaping ability. I'm pretty quick. Used to be a runner in my old town.
He's a
runner. He's a track star.
I'm gonna.
Question, Monty.
Yeah.
Would you be impartial to me trying to get onto the log first? Because even if I don't make it, at least I can wash all this off.
I mean, you can, but I don't remember if you remember, and I put my hand on top of your head, and then I bring it over, and I go, the leg department's kind of missing on you.
I just kind of look down at my
You're
legs.
welcome to try first.
And then I look over at Monty's legs that, like, come past my head. Oh, you're right.
I mean, I can. If you jump over and you still want to just go for a swim, that's also fine. I mean, I don't know how clean this water is, to be honest with you. Might look down there and see a woman with black ichor coming out of her face. You never know. I'm gonna try to jump onto the log.
Win.
So you're just jumping on the log and running across?
No, I'm gonna try to run onto the log and stand on the log.
All right. Yeah, so just to put in perspective too, the log is probably about like 20 feet across the water to get across like the deepest parts. So are you just like jumping on, standing?
Yeah,
or going
yeah, I'm gonna jump on and stand on it to try to help others cross it, basically.
Okay. Yeah, just give me give me an acrobatics check to see how well you balance on this log.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No.
Fucking one on my best stat. You son of a bitch, Foundry. I hate you. Oh, man. I guess I'm getting my dirt bath. Let's go.
So you jump up onto the log, and when you go to turn around, your foot slips out, and you fall backwards and splash into the water, and your eyes are initially closed. But when you open your eyes up, you see a toothy maw just staring at you.
Oh, no.
I don't fucking see shit.
Time to be brave.
As Monty falls on his ass, I'm just gonna look at him and like stoop down and maybe we should have tried the shorter legs.
What the fuck is that?
And you guys are also surprised because
What the fuck is that?
nobody saw them.
Oh, baby.
It's your time to talk. Negotiation. Dragon to dragon. Scale to scale.
Wait, can I? Wait, what is this thing called?
What?
A crocodile?
It's just a crocodile, that's it? So I can't use my... my protection from evil and good on Monty, can I?
No,
It's not. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think I could.
Yeah, so you guys are all surprised because you just saw Monty just slip into the water, and so far Monty's the only person that's seen anything.
Oh,
Are you shitting me? You stupid fucker.
And with the commotion of the water,
confident.
this crocodile is gonna charge forward
Oh my god. We're all gonna die.
and try to bite at Velvira. Velvira, does that hit? Oh,
I was so confident. I was like, dexterity is a 16. I am fucking good. +5? We good.
so that hits, right?
You asking me?
Yeah,
Yeah, Trav's suplexing you.
suplexing.
Yeah, I'm 11.
All right. So this crocodile bites onto your arm, and it has it held. So you're now grappled by this crocodile.
what is wrong with you? Leave her alone.
She was the
You
closest.
fucking bully.
But yeah, it bites onto you. You take 7 damage, and it's just holding onto your arm right now.
Good. And I'm surprised, so my turn gets skipped, right?
All
Yep.
of us.
Even better.
Monty,
It just gets fucking worse.
as your head comes back to the surface, you see the
Little
toothy
eyes.
maw come for you.
Oh, Jesus, that's... well, at least the damage is low.
Yeah. So it bites, and it just grabs onto you, and it's got you by, like, the foot right now. So you are also grappled. By your surprise. Zafrina's surprised. How do I show combatant?
All right, guys,
Oh,
let's channel our
if
inner
they're already
crocodile
there,
Dundee.
Trav's a little thing. Dude, I need some negotiating fucking skills coming from this Dragonborn.
So
Oh my god, come on.
this
no.
comes. Oops. This one comes swimming up to here, and Fi, it's going to try to bite onto you. And it just comes out of the water.
Do not come.
Do not come.
They be
It
rolling.
definitely hit.
So it bites onto you, and yeah, it's grappled onto you.
I'm grappled too.
Yep.
We're just like this.
Who's playing Tana right now?
I will, because I have her character sheet accessible. So
Yeah,
she
so Tana's up.
actually unsurprised? Okay.
How?
She's gonna go here because I would imagine she would go after the bodyguard aspect first, and she will rage. So she'll step forward, and then she'll like start dropping all of like her luggage crap, and just grab her. What does she use for a weapon?
Great axe, I think.
Her great axe out, and just go "Ah!" as she rages. And then she's going to reckless attack that crocodile that's holding Vel.
Yeah.
A 12.
Which you rolled 12? Yeah, so she crashes down into the crocodile and smashes it like right across the eye and rips one of the eyes out of it. But it's bleeding, but it's still holding on to Vel right now as it's kind of trying to like slither backwards.
Okay. And that's it for her.
Alright, this crocodile is then, with Vel still grappled by it, is going to try to drag it into the water so Tana can take an opportunity attack.
The crocodile is trying to drag Vel into the water.
Yep.
Can you stop bullying
You s-
her?
Do you still have reckless attack too?
No, because it's only on your first attack.
First. Okay. It doesn't matter anyways. How do you want to kill it?
As it starts to pull her to the water, she's gonna be like, "No!" and then swing again and cut its head off.
So its head gets cut off, and Vel, you just feel you get released from this crocodile as the body like slithers into the water, but the head just remains sitting there.
How
Tana
long do you
goaded.
think Belle's arms are?
Huh?
That thing had your whole. That thing was up to your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Elvira, fresh off a grapple, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna turn back to Tana. Wait! And then to the one closest to me, the crocodile, I'm gonna reach into my rations and pull out a piece of food and try to hit them with some animal friendship.
Can you just link it again?
Wait.
We got
This
some,
means
we
when
got
I
some
can become
animal
a crocodile.
negotiation.
I think I already could from the last one. It was either alligator or crocodile.
Crocky. I thought that was a 20.
Just double check what Charmed is again. I haven't seen Charmed in a while, I feel like. So, can you just describe how you do this?
I reach in my pocket and pull out a piece of food and try to like just coax it towards me with that instead and just hold my hand out to show it I mean it no harm.
I accidentally took Fi out of combat instead of taking off the grapple thing. Fi, do you remember what your initiative was?
Let's see what I rolled.
Yeah, can you just
can't
scroll up and
do
let me
it.
know what you rolled? But as you do that, the crocodile releases Fi and looks over at the food that you're holding in your hand, and it's just watching you right now.
We're not here to hurt you. We just need to get through.
Its eyes are just focused in on the food that you have in your hand.
I know that it was Belle, the crocodile, me, and then Zafrina. So I must have been an 11. Because I looked at when I was going next. Sorry.
So would you say we're not here to hurt you?
Oh, yeah, just telling it, we're not here to hurt you. We just want to get through the swamp here.
It's still just watching the food, and like its mouth is just slightly open as it just gone like.
I'm gonna slowly, very cautiously extend my hand and wait for the crocodile to take the food. I'm just gonna stay still as a statue.
The crocodile is gonna like grab at the food out of your hand, but it's not gonna bite onto your hand. And after it does that, it's gonna like kind of lift it up in the air and swallow it, kind of like how crocodiles do. And then it's gonna look at you and slide into the water. And as it slides into the water, it's gonna grab the head of this other one.
Hey guys, look.
Cursed cat.
Well, after that happens, this crocodile still has Monty. And it still has him in its jaws right now. Does a 12 hit?
No, as it goes to bite, I like pull out my shield and like try to like shove it like where it like has me already, like its leg, and I try to like just keep the jaw from grabbing more of me.
It's trying to gnaw down onto your leg, and you manage to shove your shield in, like right in between your leg and the jaw, and it's just chomping down on the shield. But your like boot is still caught in its mouth, so you're still grappled by it, but it's not able to maw on your foot. Bye.
So hear me out. She takes the wand that Monty gave me. So it says it has 7 charges. You can use this action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast Magic Missile. I don't know anything about Magic Missile.
Magic Missile, you would only have to do 1 charge. You wouldn't have to do multiple.
How many shots is it?
3.
So it's 3 shots. Each spell above first, I think, adds an additional shot. So if you do a second level, it's 4.
So 8, 3, 2. I like how that one actually does the shots separately as opposed to the real magic missile spell that does like the total and then you choose.
Well, does it?
Do you know what you cast it as, Hannah?
I just clicked it.
So you just did one charge?
Yeah.
What's the other Barry? Do you see what that is?
I think because usually it's 3 shots, Trev, and the spell does it in one total, and we split it up.
Oh.
But this is doing each of the 3 missiles as its own.
You know what I think it's doing actually? Because magic missile is 3d4 plus. I mean, each dart is 1d4 plus 1, so it just rolled the 3d4, and then it just gave a flat 3 on top of it for the plus 1s.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it just used one charge. So you use one charge, you shot for 11 damage. It can't be dodged or anything with magic missile. So as you shoot that out, and you can describe this how you want with this new wand, but you make contact with the crocodile, but it's still alive.
It's still holding on to Monty?
Yep.
Oh, well, I tried. I just like see him in the water, and I like fumble for the wand, and I just go, go, and I just shoot it forward, and these 3 like missiles comes out, and I'm like thinking it's really gonna do it, and it just kind of like bonks off of his head, and he like winces, like hoping it would let go of Monty's leg, but alas, here we are. Maybe go wasn't it?
Monty
Maybe
just
go
trying to
wasn't it?
breathe up top.
Maybe go wasn't it? There must be another word.
All right, Zafrina.
That did a lot of damage. 11 damage is nothing to bag at.
Did you take that damage from that croc? The first damage, Barry, by the way?
Huh?
Did you take that first damage from the
crocodile?
crocodile?
I will. I forgot. I'm so used to other people doing it from being a DM. Which one was it, Trev? Do you remember? Oh, it's the 23 with the 4. It's right here.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't a crazy amount of damage because it just rolled high. Yeah, Zafrina, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to hex this one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I just cast it, right?
Yep. So you cast hex, and you just see aura of like black smoke engulf the crocodile.
Fuck this bitch.
You have to do damage to it for that 6 to
I was
take
like,
effect.
what's the dance? Does she think that does damage automatically?
I hit him for 6.
You got smoked.
I hit him for 6.
Scorching ray.
So you can't use Scorching Ray because you can't cast 2 spells in the same
So I have
turn.
to use like Eldritch.
Yeah, so you have to use like Eldritch
so
Blast.
Anyway, I just started blasting them.
How do you want to kill this thing?
Started blasting.
Kind of similar to what happened with those things the other night. Just some beautiful beam of light right through its fucking heart. Just fucking burns the entire thing. Just fucking right in.
Yeah, so the blast just goes and shoots it like straight through the chest, and leaves like a hole in its heart, and its like jaw just slightly opens as Monty's able to slide his leg from it.
Pull my leg out in my shield and like grab it, and I'm just like swimming to like this edge over here, and I get to the other side and stand up like holding onto my leg, which is just like has a little puncture mark. And I stand up. See, no problem. Log's a little slippery. Throw a rope and you can hold it.
Malvira's just gonna turn around and just stare at Monty for a second.
You probably move fast before that other crocodile comes back.
Yeah, the crocodile continued to drag the head and like went towards where the bodies floated into the water, and it's just over there munching.
Oh no, that's what I was gonna. I was gonna head over to this. Oh, I did it. This crocodile right here, and try to start pushing its body into the water.
It already like floated in because when its head got cut off, it was like trying to back up. So like when its head got cut off, the legs were still doing the thing.
Oh, good. So yeah, he's got snacks. He can fucking stay over there. Good.
All right. Yeah, so you guys are watching this other crocodile feasting on the other crocodile, and you're still at the whatchamacallit? It's a log.
How did I get over here? Wouldn't I be over here? Did I move myself over there?
Did you swim across?
Yeah, because I was like over
Okay,
here, so
yeah.
I just swam.
Yeah, that's fine. I just moved you there because I thought you went back to them.
I thought I moved myself. It's fine.
But yeah, that's fine. You swim across. You make it with no problem. You can tell as you swim across the water at its deepest point is like 4 feet deep.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I'm like, I mean, that's not great for some people, but after coming across and realizing that, I will head back. Just not having any issues at all as it's there, and I'll say, Val, if you want to jump on my back, and Zafrina, can you grab Tana? We can bring him right over.
Tana's just growling.
She's angry.
Do a little piggyback ride over to the other side.
Elvira's gonna walk over to Monty and just kind of like wait for him to stoop down.
So, Velvira, you can have another inspiration for always being thinking outside the box.
It's don't listen to him. It's because he feels bad because he bullies you.
Feel bad. You guys were never in a bad situation.
It's a sympathy inspiration.
If I wanted to feel bad, I would have thrown a lot more crocodiles at you because they are not. Their main thing is that they just grapple with no save.
Yeah. I'll kneel down and be just waiting.
Oh, yeah. So I'll hop up and then just like lean down. We'll try the rope next time.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm telling you, I used to be a good runner. I don't know what's gone into me. And I'll start walking.
Well, maybe you were good at running, just not jumping.
Yeah. You're right. It didn't go well at all. I did not expect alligators, but I should probably in a swamp. And I'll start walking back to this end. Set Vel down.
Throw Tana on my back and swim over.
Yeah, so you guys have no problem swimming across this? Especially because, I mean, you don't even have to swim, you can touch the bottom. I got the hiccups. Fire, what are you doing?
She likes
Walking.
water now. She's a big water.
Are you walking across the log, though, or across the water?
I don't know. I'm just doing what everyone else was doing.
She's
All
a
right.
born-again fire genie.
So you follow them across the water, and you guys can continue on your journey through the swamp.
What are you doing in my swamp?
What are you doing?
I should write down Velvira's survival things. That would be a good thing.
What are you
Rolled
doing
like a
in
20.
my swamp?
Velvira, can you give me one? Survival check at advantage. So you guys have made it through this portion, and you feel like you're getting, based upon the map, close to that rock formation by now.
What time is it in the day?
By now, it's probably about like 3 p.m.
Okay,
You still have a little bit of daylight left.
Get information.
Elvira, you look at that map like a straight fucking killer, and you just this way and continue on forward. And you travel for like another hour or so, just through more muck and bugs, and you arrive at like 4 stones that are standing straight up, and the 2 in the middle have a rock right across the top, which is the stone formation that you recognize from the map. That's so cute.
Cat.
Oh, this is the stone formation. Look at my cat parrot.
Weenie! Weenie! Meows!
She's being like Hammer right now.
She is Hammer.
What is that fucking Shrek? Fucking the hell?
You don't like it?
I did not see that until just now.
See what?
Hannah posted this
Uh.
disturbing Shrek content.
First Shrek images. You just gonna chill now? Good.
But yeah, you're at the rock formation, and from the map, you can tell from the rock formation it breaks left for not too far.
The rock looks just like a normal rock formation. Nothing special about it. Just a
So
weird
it's like-
formation of it.
Think of like Stonehenge almost. There's 4 columns of rock, and then there's a rock just like on top of the middle too, like almost creating like a little rectangle. And it looks identical to the one on the map.
It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna pull out the map. Okay, so I think we gotta go left past this. This is the rock formation. We gotta go left by.
Yep. Next is
Lead the way, Weenie.
Next should be.
Weenie,
I think next we're
Little
basically
mittens.
there.
Yep. So you guys are continuing onward, I assume?
Yep.
All right. So you continue onward through the forest until you get to what appears to be a little clearing. And as you start to emerge from the clearing, you see a little hut ahead of you.
Weenie Hut Jr.
And Monty, you can see a building.
Yeah.
Where everyone else, you're starting to see like a little like. Can you see? You start seeing like little gardens and stuff like that.
We should be careful. I don't hear of too many people living out here.
You see by the way, too, Monty, you see a window and it's shut.
Like a wooden window.
Yeah, like wooden shutters almost that flip out and it's shut right now.
That must be fucking shit.
No, you're blind.
Hag Hut?
I'll go
Lighting up
ahead.
your back?
She's still there. She's like behind me.
and knock.
Oh, there she goes.
You going
You
up
guys
to the
want
door and
to
knock?
follow
Here
behind?
you go. Knock on the door.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he on X Games.
So I don't know how far I move. I just moved like my 30 feet. But
Yep, that's fine.
Oh my God.
Is everyone else
Oh my
following
God.
him? You guys
Oh my
can move
God.
up with him if you're following
Yeah.
him.
Well, I'm not gonna let him go by himself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like we have
Mr.
to follow behind him.
Mr. Brave
my
over
God.
here. Just
Oh my
go ahead.
god.
not a coward anymore.
Oh my god.
Alright, you're
Oh my
blind.
god. He on X Games mode.
Tana's gonna follow up
Is
with
is,
you.
is Zafrina just behind me, holding and like with a cane and tapping around her because she can't see shit?
I'm like holding onto your shoulders, like squinting, like I don't see anything.
Wow, just forget me. It's fine.
You can move yourself. I've been saying you can move yourself.
I'll wait for
Um,
everyone to walk up behind me, but I'll get to the door.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that you all move up to the door. As you guys approach the door,
Don't like that.
it opens, and Maria's standing there.
Maria! Yeah.
Friends, long time no see,
I'm gonna
and we're
draw
gonna
my-
end there.
You son of a bitch!
You remember that mirror, bitch? I got something to tell you.
I knew we should have short rested before we did this. I was like, we have the perfect opportunity to short rest. We never short rest ever. It's so funny.
It's overrated.
Seems like the perfect spot to end before.
Not with Amanda's eyes. We can't stop because she's just on a roll following that map.
Where did Amanda? Wait, where did
Where did
Zafrina even go?
I'm in front row to see this bitch.
No, you're here.
This fucking
You can
mother-
push forward next
Separated
session.
everybody. Move.
Leave it like this for now. This is what you guys walked up to the door. Maria opened it before you were able to knock. There she is. There's your girl.
This fucking motherfucker. Why
A
she
bag?
ditched me? She ditched me. Made me she left.
Hey, didn't I say first session I was gonna help you find your way back to her?
You did. That's true friendship.
That's right.
Fucking Velvira was on crack that whole time. She's like, yeah, I'm the only one navigating.
I maxed out my survival. I'm like, fuck yeah, give me all that. Survival, nature, I'm a little druid in the woods.
I don't need any help. I can last off of one roll. Watch me.
I've been trying to like look at
Meanwhile,
like
Monty over there. I'm gonna just jump on this. You know, I have really
I have a
high,
+5.
high numbers.
I'm pretty tall. I got this.
Just wait. If I have to persuade someone or do a performance, I'm +7. So even if I roll a 1, it's an 8.
Dazzle them crocodiles.
I've been like reading stuff about how to do exploration, and some people pull from I think a Lord of the Rings game where they have like roles and stuff like that for exploration. So that's what I decided to play around with. And when you guys said you were just gonna have one person look at the map, I'm like, oh, they're gonna see everything, and you guys rolled the worst perception checks ever.
My
Every
perception
time.
was bad all night. I had like 2 good ones.
Like,
You know
Really
it's
fucking
trash when like immediately you're like, all right, guys, look, and no one sees anything, and she falls in a hole.
I I pre-rolled the stealth for those alligators, and they all rolled like 16 plus. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to describe the water as having like a bunch of logs in it and like rocks sticking up and stuff, because that's kind of what an alligator is when it comes up. And you guys all rolled perception, and you all rolled like 13 or lower, and I was just like,
Well,
and then Monty rolled a 1 on the log. It's like, well, fuck.
It was a rough day for rolling.
I don't want this to end. I love this. I love this little game.
I can't believe you're fucking toying with me.
I mean, you only have to wait till Monday.
That's a long time. That's a long time. I gotta go through 2 full days of work.
2 full sleeps.
1.
2.
No, 2 because Monday.
Oh yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I have to go through a lot more.
Listen, it was either end here or we're going to like 1 or 2 a.m. because I have no idea how long this could take.
It might take us a while. Knowing us.
I mean, how long did it take us to make a pie just for components?
An hour and like 20.
The worst part is I didn't even fucking realize it was for a component until you sent that thing with the pie, and I was like, that fucking motherfucker.
You need to get my pie crust.
I'm just like, how do I get this book of spells? Which no one asked me about the letter, so that's cool.
I did ask you about this book of spells. I said, "Oh, you're reading now, huh?"
Well, we got distracted by the pie.
What I should have done, because the note's really sad, is I should have shed a tear, but I didn't. So.
Well, I also think we didn't long rest since then, so we didn't really have time.
True.
Like, if we did short rested, I probably would have talked about it. Because I
yeah,
have other
Valvira
things
was
I was
planning on bringing it up.
Yeah, I was gonna RP some stuff, but I was thinking about short resting at the end when I was asking, like, what time is it around? And I was like, oh, it's 3, we have a little bit longer, and we're not that damaged. And then, but
surprise.
yeah,
Maria knew we were coming.
Yeah, she knew. She's like, hey, come on in.
We're like the opposite.
We're
100% the opposite of the other campaign where everyone's always trying to long rest and short rest. We like never do it. It's so funny.
Rush into everything.
I totally forgot. I fucking used my. Oh no, I still have another pack magic. Oh, that's just my second level.
No, you have
1.
You have 2.
Oh.
You have 2, and you regain them on short rest.
Oh, it's just confusing because my second level spell slot is 0 out of 0.
They're always going to be. Pack magic always acts as the highest level. So when you gain access to the 3rd level.
She used Burning Hands, isn't that?
Yeah, she used Burning Hands. She has 1 left. She's at 1 out of 2 pack magic. It's just in Foundry. It's 0 out of 0, second level.
Yeah.
Because
your spell slots could be any level that you want them to be. It doesn't matter. Because you're 2 spell slots till level 11, so it's super fun.
you're normally always going to be casting at like the highest spell level you can. So right now it's 2. When you hit level 5, all your spells will be as a level 5 spell. Or a level 3 spell slot, rather. Basically, your magic will be potent when you cast it, but you don't have much of it, but you get it on a short rest.
You could be like my character, who I was always like, let's short rest, because I always use my spell slots all the time. It's time to rest. That's the other surprising thing, is having 2 warlocks and not short resting so far. we shall. One day I'll use my Song of Rest to give everyone an additional 1 HP when I roll bad on everyone rolls bad on the 1d6.
I can't wait for what happens next.
I can't believe I have to go through 4 full days of life.
Thinking about Maria.
I'm not gonna be able to.
Hey, at least we got this extra session in.
I'm gonna have so many theories, and I'm gonna have so many. I'm gonna have so many of them. I lost my pen.
I got a theory. She looks like a creepy old night hag.
I have a theory that, yeah, she's not. It's not even what she looks like. I think that hags kill people and then they take their form. That's my theory.
I think you're being catfished.
Yeah, because she's like the real Maria is probably dead. Dead. Gone.
She's Melisandre.
It's like some kind of Arya Stark shit.
Yeah, she's Melisandre.
Yeah.
I mean, that is haunting.
You're welcome.
Oh no.
It's like the witch from Snow White.
No.
Yeah, the witch from Snow
It's
White
funny.
is fucking haunting
Before
too.
this session, I was like, I don't know how far they're gonna get. I don't